No, you're right. Like black ones.
Welcome everybody to the
Black here.
2023 Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. My name is Austin Reinen. My co-commentator James Runge is late, so I'm going to wait for him to get here. And for the time being, I'm going to start off.
I'd be like passing by them. We already have. Ooh,
Team Skrlik has hammer and red rocks this first end. And Jesse Hunkin has yellow rocks. Starting this game, we have the Hunkin lead, Dana Demons.
10 rocks, the first one.
Her first rock.
Control!
About top 12, maybe biting top 8. So Kayla Skrlik will ask her lead and sister Ashton Skrlik to hit it.
Jump! Tatum!
Yep.
Yeah, hard! Really hard. It's gone. It's
And
okay. Whoa, whoa,
here,
whoa.
Kayla say that the rock is gone. That means it's already over curling. It flashes the yellow. The weight was way too soft there from Ashton. Jesse has a chance to get Dana to guard that rock now.
Okay.
Like, I know I'm not as positive and as spinny with it. Line's good. Line's good.
I think the weight was good. I think so, yeah. Wasn't down. Yeah. What did you? Yeah. I think weight looked good, honestly.
And the
Like a
guard
10-2 or
didn't
something?
quite curl enough, but it is on
Yeah.
the center line, so it could be something that could be used by Team Hunkin later in
She
the
gave me
set.
more.
And Kayla will once again ask Ashton to hit it, maybe throw more weight. Kayla's calling for control. Ashton threw about a bumper weight, even heavy hack, which is very light for this type of shot.
Little. Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep. Yes! Whoa! Whoa! Close! 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 Get the roll! Get the roll! Hard. Nice.
Much better throw there from
10-8.
Ashton. She gets a nice roll away from the center
Seven.
guard. No. Jesse Hunkin will ask her second Becca Hebert to try to hit and roll underneath the guard. Again, asking for the same weight, control.
Nice shot. Great weight. A little less. Yeah.
Oh. Clean.
And Becca threw that one very soft as well. She'll just... Did she get the
Nope.
red out
Oh,
of
ours.
the 12-foot, or is
Yes.
that biting?
We
I
probably
can't really tell from here necessarily.
With the out intern?
Looks like it might
Top
be
eight's
biting,
not bad.
but
Oh.
Kayla will ask
Curl a lot.
her second Jerry Lynn Ramsey to draw around it. Of course, the
1.5,
biggest
I
claim
kinda
to fame
think.
that Jerry
Like
has,
14,
not
we're
only
going back
being
eight
reigning
this way.
provincial champion with this team, but
Okay, a little
in
pressure.
2010,
Okay.
she was the Scotties runner-up, playing third for Kathy O'Rourke out of PEI.
Yep. Line's good. Yep, line. Yep. Yes, hard.
And
Really hard.
this one looks
Hard,
very
hard,
tight and
Move
very
it.
light.
Hard.
I
Okay.
think that path early on in the game is just very
Soft,
slow, and
tight.
it's going to take a while for the teams to adjust to it.
4-6. Tempting.
Now it's time for Jesse to ask Becca to try to come around it, but seeing the last one from Jerry Lynn, I think Becca is going to have to throw at least a couple feet more
Hard
weight.
off there, yeah.
I was coming down a little bit, but
The weight does look close on this shot here. And
Like, that
James
curls
has just
so
shown up.
much,
He's
too.
about to get his
Hurts
headset
it?
on. He's going to join.
Yeah. I actually like haven't thrown an out turn in so long, I think. Firm? Firm? She said PO, but called
Hey
it.
Austin, how's it going? My bad. That last game went into an extra end, and here I was catching up with some food, and then of course lost track of time. Thought the game started at 4:45. My bad.
I'll make sure
Glad
to
you
go
covered for me, my friend. How's it going? How's the game going so far here?
The game's been going very well. We've had a couple of very light shots, but we just had a very nice come-around draw by Becca Hebert, and now Jerry Lynn Ramsey going to look to run the red guard back onto that yellow.
Excellent. Good B-side game here too. Two really good teams.
Yes, provincial rivals.
Mm-hmm. Should be very exciting.
Thanks.
Jerry makes the double peel. That's a very good shot. Turns out that that red is biting because Jessie Hunkin will ask her third Jessie Hyen to hit and just a little bit of a roll to make sure that she is in the house till I too. And we have to be very specific with this because of course two Jessies on the back end and the last names both start with the letter H.
The Jessie double here.
Double the Jessie, double the fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, this Hunkin team just played in the last draw and lost to Gim Yoon-ji.
Oh, yeah, good eyes on that one, though, and seeing that it hit first to replace it. So, of course, obviously good sportsmanship between the teams, as we'd expect, but good call there. Just a bad luck there for Jessie. Well, yeah, like you said, you can't say Jessie H even. We're going to have to be very specific. Good call.
And now this is going to give our amazing chairwoman and also third of this Skrlik team, Brittany Tran, a chance to hit and stay in line too.
Yes. Fun fact about our vice here, Brittany Tran. I lost the Corporate Challenge final at the City of Calgary to Brittany Tran last season. She came on,
really hard.
played only in the final, and knocked me out. So Brittany and I have a little rivalry going on in Corporate Challenge right now. She's one up on me.
And when are you going to have your corporate challenge for this year?
I think it's always at the beginning of the year. I think last year, if I remember correctly, it was March that we were playing, March or April that we played on it at North Hill Curling Club here in Calgary. So our team made it to the final. We won all three of our games. One game, I will say, we won without having the hammer at all. Shut them out 6-0, so good game for us. We went into the final, and then we were warming up, and Brittany Tran walked into the arena, and we all hung our heads and went, oh, no. Why is this Alberta champion walking in and playing us in this final?
I bet you're not the only one.
But to our credit, we actually went down. We had hammer in the last end down by 1, and we just missed our last shot. So we gave Brittany a good run.
And Brittany, with a little bit of an error, she did roll out on that shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not such a bad thing, though, because this now does mean the blank is back in play, and that a blank is definitely something Team Skrlik will be okay with in this first end.
so it's on your first one.
Brittany probably rolled out because she heard me talking about it, and she still feels bad for beating me. We're gonna give credit on that. That has to be what it is.
Probably, yeah.
No,
Luckily, when you lose to Brittany, I never feel bad losing her because she's just too nice of a person. You can't even be mad when she beats you.
hard.
That is true.
Hard.
Here we go.
Good.
There you go. Nice hit and stick there for Brittany.
And while we are
9-1.
in a wide open first end, I know that Team Kate Cameron probably is watching this right now somewhere. And I want to give a shout out to their second, Taylor McDonald, who is not playing today as she is at her best friend's wedding.
Oh, that's excellent.
So congratulations to Taylor and her friend, and look to see her back out on the ice tomorrow.
Most definitely. Oh, that's always a nice thing to do on a Saturday. Get to celebrate nuptials of your friends and get a good party maybe in. Not too hard. She's got to get back on the ice eventually, but.
Yeah. But we've actually had one of the committee members, Heather Rogers, stepping in and subbing in the second position for Team Cameron earlier today, and she will do so once again in the late draw, 8:15.
Yeah, they played in the last draw and had a really good game over on sheet number 1.
Yes, a great victory over Jody Bond.
Yes. Well, we're up to our open end here now for the first, hey? It look like we're drifting towards a blank.
Yes, we are. So this might be a good time to really do some fun facts on some of these players.
Mine will curl less.
What do you got for us, Austin, today?
For Jessie Hunkin, she is former provincial finalist as a skip, but she has had a little bit more success playing out of Saskatchewan with Robin Silvernagel. She has made playoffs at the Scotties before as part of Robin's team.
The Silver Squad, as they were known.
Yes, but she did come back to Alberta and form this team last season. They had a great season on tour, but they had a bit of a rocky provincial championship. And of course, there was a change at third, as last season the third was Kristen Streifel, but she has left the team and Jessie Hunkin has joined it.
Yes. Fun fact about Kristen Streifel, I am good friends with a lot members of her family back in Saskatchewan, and some of them I actually end up going camping with every July as part of the Streifel clan. So I know a few of them, always giving shout outs to the Streifel clan over in Saskatchewan. Great people.
Awesome. Yeah, and we have Kayla Skrlik, who of course has represented Alberta multiple times at the Canadian Juniors, but her biggest claim to fame was, of course, last season being the Alberta Scotties champion. And everyone remembers that fantastic shot that she made to beat Casey Scheidegger
they pound it, but
in the final.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Something exciting happened on the sheet over. We missed it as well, but as you can see by the reactions of the Skrlik back end there, something awesome happened.
I don't know if a player nearly tripping and falling is what you'd consider awesome.
Is that what it was over in sheet number 4? Did we know for sure that someone almost fell?
It was either that or Joanne Rizzo just made a hell of a shot.
Yeah, I think it was a nice shot response. So yeah, sheet number 4, as you know, next to our feature sheet here is the A qualifier, Team Fujisawa of Japan against Team Galusha in the Polar Power.
And you know, whenever Joanne gets hot, you know you're gonna get a Joe show.
Yes, very good call. Eyes will be drifting over probably to sheet 4 amongst all the sheets right now, being that is, like we said, an A qualifier.
And there might even be some occasions where we will commentate the last shots of ends in that game as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely give you some updates on what's happening over there for sure.
And we're at the point where Kayla needs to hit and roll out for the blank.
Yep.
And speaking of updates, Setsuki Fujisawa just had a hit against 3, I believe, and she made it for the single, so she will be up 1-0 early on against Kiri Galusha.
Yeah, 2 teams playing red hot right now in that A qualifier, so that's going to be a good game as well. But we're not going to take away from this Battle of Alberta with Team Hunkin, Team Skrlik. We know this is going to be a pretty outstanding game too.
Yes, it will be. I think you already hear Kayla saying that's her bad. She didn't release the rock very positively.
There we go.
But she will cross the face and make the blank the other way.
That was very tight. I'm like,
a blank is a blank, no matter how you make it. So we are scoreless after one end, and Team Skrlik will retain the hammer in the second.
Excellent. We'll be back with end number 2 action here at the Autumn Gold Curling Classic.
welcome back. Here we are in the second end. And we have a very high center guard from Dana Demons, not really where Jesse Hunkin wanted that rock to go. So Ashton Skrlik will now look to draw around it. Maybe around fighting top 8, top full 8 will be pretty good.
Room.
And as we wait for Ashton's rock to come down to the ice, let's just give a welcome to anybody that's joining the stream today. Jump in the chat. Let us know who's here, who's joining, who you're cheering for. Give a shout out to where you're watching us from. We always love to get some good engagement going on in the chat, so hit us up in there. Let us know what's going on. We'll be happy to give you some shout outs and some conversation too.
I don't know about you, but there's probably going to be a lot of Alberta viewers in this stream.
I would hope so. Unless they're here watching live, though.
Yes.
We would hope. If you're in the Calgary area, come on down to Calgary Curling Club and check it out live. It's always better live.
Yes, it is. The come around came top 12. Not bad, but I think Kayla would have wanted that a couple feet deeper. Now Dana can draw around it.
Yeah. What we're used to seeing a little bit on sheet 5 is it hangs out there for a while and then it'll cut in after it crosses the hog line there, and there it goes.
Of course, the ice crew has been very hard at work, and we even have a couple of new members of the ice crew for this weekend. Not only Jamie Barassa, but also Anton Hood, the skip of the New Zealand men's team, has also been helping out with the ice.
Yes, and he is actually there competing in Airdrie today, the Spiel up there, so we're wishing him and the New Zealand boys, the Kiwi boys, the best of luck at their events. Now that they've got 3 of the 4 boys here in Calgary, as Ben Smith, their second, recovers from his surgery he just had a few weeks ago. So wishing him a speedy recovery as they prepare for Pan-Continentals.
Absolutely. Well, the come around from Demons didn't really curl enough.
Oh.
But again, Ashton just a little soft on that type of hack weight shot. Those hits.
She's just tight.
Yep, just tight, as Kayla said right there.
Down the button.
It's a little less embarrassing than the first stone she threw at the Scotties against Caitlin Laws, and she had a hog line violation. Sorry, Ashton.
You're going to have to go give her a little apology after for calling her out on that one.
I think I have to, yeah.
That's okay. I'll have to go down and give Brittany an apology for calling her out for beating me and being like, I'm still holding a grudge against you, Brittany Chan.
You might get your revenge on her.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot.
Good sweep.
Yeah, good sweeping there. Good call.
That's okay.
Great sweeping, especially by Dana on the inside there.
Do you like firm?
Held the line nice there.
And Team Skrlik actually just came off of playing on arena ice out in Oakville, Ontario. She won her first game at the PointsBet Invitational against Danielle Inglis and suffered a bit of a collapse late against Carrie Anderson and couldn't quite get the job done, but that's not a bad result.
No harm in losing to a team like Carrie Anderson. Everybody seems to be doing it over the last 4 years anyway.
But not Abby Marks.
Yeah, true. Abby picked up a big win over her earlier this year.
Oh, fantastic double by
that
Jeremy
was
Lynn
gorgeous.
Ramsey. She has played in the Scotties final in the past for a reason, for sure. Of course, I was letting everyone know that she was third for Kathy O'Rourke in 2010, and a lot of people won't know that name, but they had such a great underdog run at the Scotties that year. They just fell victim to the Jennifer Jones mania in the final.
Yeah, there was a good rush for PEI to make that final there and kind of reinvigorated. The fans were just loving cheering for one of our Atlantic provinces in a Scotties final. Doesn't happen too often, but it was great to see when that did happen.
That honestly could happen in the near future with Nova Scotia's Christina Black being very high on the world rankings right now. So high that she's even qualified for the Tier 1 Tour Challenge.
Tier 2 this year. I think she just missed out. Rebecca Morrison's picked up a tournament win at the last minute, that last qualification. Yeah, that
okay.
was really tight. I think she ended up just missing out by a couple points, but it was neck and neck. And I think if Rebecca needed to win the Spiel or make at least the semifinals in that event on the cutoff date on the 17th of September, and just squeaked it in and just knocked Christina into tier 2. But as we saw in Cornwall at the PointsBet International or Invitational, sorry, we know Christina Black, and obviously seeing her at the Scotties last year, that's a tier 1 quality team, no questions asked.
Absolutely. So the Cameron from Beckett Hebert did go a little behind the tee line.
No, we don't have
So
it.
Jerry Lynn can now
No,
play
we
freeze
can't
to
bump
that
Ashton.
yellow.
They just got by.
And that's a worrying
Line's
sign,
good.
and Jerry was
Line's
very
good.
positive on that shot. On that
Line's good.
throw.
Can't bounce.
Look at this finish,
Can't
though,
bounce.
again.
Can't bounce.
Fantastic
Yeah, they don't want the
finish.
bounce. They want a nice freeze. There you go.
4-3.
2 fantastic shots by Jerry Lynn there.
Yeah.
Good judge.
Yeah, nice
Top
judging.
board.
Like Skipper says, nice judging there all the way down by the front end. Wow. Sweepers, I should say.
Your
And
board
curling
waiter, you slid
superfan
really
extraordinaire Megan Edwards is in the chat. Hello, Megan.
Excellent. Welcome back, Megan. Great to have you
You're
back
sliding
joining
down the
us
button.
this afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, line's close.
Of course, one of your
Roll
favorite
in.
curlers, and
It was
Kevin
good,
Cooey,
yeah.
I
Like,
think,
the release was a
Close.
good decision, 'cause you have to get it back.
with
Easy,
Carrie
easy.
Galusha in
You have
this
to get it
event.
back.
Still needs to curl if it's heavy. Gotta go. Gotta go.
See if they can get the same
Okay.
kind of finish there at the end.
13-8.
Bounces off, though, sits open.
Just that little extra weight can make a big
Like,
difference on shots
Ideally,
like
we
that.
hang on,
Yep.
but we don't need to. Control.
And now Brittany can hit and just roll away a little bit to lie to.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, calling it right out of her hand.
Hard.
Of course, it's also not a bad option if she gets inside and rolls a little bit as well.
And that's what she's going to get. Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Okay.
Maybe even better than what they
Yeah,
were originally
10-1.
trying to play
I
there.
thought it was a good
Yep.
throw, so it really took.
You gotta like Kayla's call there, right as it comes down. Yes, gives it the little breath of a yes. She's very happy with that end result, I would think.
Try and get that.
Actually, they might have actually been calling that the whole way, and I might have not paid enough attention there, but
Tap.
fantastic shot nonetheless.
That's right.
I can't do anything.
Yep. Here's another good example. We've been talking about it for all the draws in the last 2 days now. If you're not sure, rather than yelling back up and down the sheet with so many sheets in play, just come on down, have a quick conversation.
It probably. Like if you throw it
course.
hard, you might spin it off, but it likely doesn't get out. You can roll off of that. Hope she misses.
Obviously, Jesse's mic cutting a little bit in and out for us there.
Same thing that happened yesterday with Kate Cameron.
Play off of this. Yeah.
There we go. The backhand has made a call and deciding what to do here. So they're on the same page.
And after this end, we will update the scores, but we see the start of the C event games. And to quote In Sync, some teams will start to go bye, bye, bye.
Nicely done. Nice reference there. A little boy band action. I like it. Yeah, you are right, though. We're going to unfortunately say goodbye to some teams today. The life of a triple knockout,
out of
though.
there? Okay.
Oh, there you go.
And that is a pretty bad error by Jesse Hyen. Again, very light, very soft with the weight. I would have thrown at least control, maybe even normal on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's a double off these. Could be. No, I know. Yeah. Well, it's top 8 though. What if we come home? Because this double jam, so come here, she can't play this. Well, she'll still try to play this, but I agree. But then we have, yeah, like the double will still happen. Yeah. And then it's that or we.
Ashton sitting and watching
No.
the three have a conversation.
But like we at least, this double's harder. And at least she's spinning down. Like this could be. Yeah. Like right here-ish, top 8. Yeah. I think it's. I agree.
Well, I was going to say, what was the time on mine? Because I know you threw it hot.
There you go. Good conversation there.
So I think the call is to just go top 8, trying to guard the second shot lock. This has been a very good end so far for Team Skrlik. They've been putting their rocks in a lot of good places. And some really bad misses by Team Hunkin.
If there's a
only
good
giving
double
them a
here,
chance to set a big end here.
Agree.
And Team Hunkin didn't really have the best of times against Gamyunji either. They were very flat in the second half of that game too. So they're not really bouncing back as well as you would hope that they would.
Although Team Gim, man, as we know, defending champions. Tough to
no,
knock
no.
off the champs when they're rolling.
play
That
attack
team is
then.
playing
Or is
really
it-
well right now, as we've seen.
And they will be on the ice
We missed
tonight
the line
in
on
another
that.
A qualifier against the team that's been red hot, Corinne Brown from BC.
Hard. Whoa.
Here we go. It's going to poke right in between both now.
Okay.
Not the desired spot for that
Shoot.
rock at all.
Sorry, I thought we were tapping.
So did we.
Yeah. 3-9.
Really came down, though.
3-9.
Jesse can at least make a double and maybe even
Yeah, just a hair off nose. Even
roll
if we
to a
roll over to
freeze.
like here,
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
not terrible. Makes her play at it. Peel.
Peel weight just off nose, like Jesse was saying there. Skipper Jesse, JH1, JH2 in the house. There we go, nice shot right there of what she's looking at down in the hack. Those 3 red rocks just crowding the button.
a fantastic job by our camera people,
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Parent and her boyfriend Andrew.
Crushing it over there. Lisa's keeping in the family there, right? Lisa and her mom, now Lisa and her boyfriend. This is a parent clan over here.
Yeah, and even her brother Ryan's been a part of this.
Yeah,
as well.
right? Man. Parent family owning this booth. Free labor. Lisa yells free labor. But it's because of the heart and love of curling that she has that she's doing it for. And we give her a few shout outs every once in a while, just, free labor. There we go now. Yeah, gets the 2 out of there. Shooter, though, drifts.
Maybe threw that a little bit too positive.
Like
She
she's
got
gonna
the-
play a hidden roll.
She got the double, but it's so important
Yeah,
where
and,
your
like,
shooter rolls, and that's
make
just
sure
not a good
we've got-
spot for it.
Yeah, shooter just went a little.
Yeah,
You would have liked to
so
keep
make
that
sure
and
we're
play
shoving on
more.
it.
So
It's not quite.
the big multi-point
here?
end definitely in play for Kayla now. She's got the 2-1 advantage on,
Right
on
there, I
last
think,
rocks
yeah.
here. It's her first.
The more important thing is guarding that red.
Yeah, there you go. Big opportunity in this end. End number 2, setting up nice for her.
Oh, look at that. We got William from
Ah.
St.
Ideally, we
Louis,
bite the
Missouri.
8-foot.
Right on. Welcome, William. Thanks for
If the lock
joining
is coming
us.
off or something, we'll stop.
Appreciate you being here. Hopefully the curling
line's the
action
most
in
important. We
Missouri
wanna
is amazing and
start
fun. I
off
don't know
that
much
red.
about curling scene in Missouri, so let us know if it's booming or busting or on the rise. We'd love to know more. It's always good to hear how curling is in the other parts of the world, south of the border especially.
I would think that a lot of different places in America would definitely have curling growing, especially after John Schuster won that Olympic gold. in
Line's
2018.
good.
I thought down.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of clubs pop up at a lot of
You can go
places.
for-
Jacksonville, Florida, for instance, that's a really good example. LA, of course,
It's over
booming.
curling.
And Kevin Martin was just over in a clinic
Yep,
Line's
good
okay.
call.
somewhere in the U.S. as well.
Yep.
There we go.
Yes.
And the sweeper's just caught in between there. It's like miscommunication. Do you want to take it in or do you want it to die? And got caught a little in between on that.
Yeah. I wanted it to be shot. That's why I was like,
And there you go, as Kayla was saying, they were wanting it to get a little bit more and be outscoring something. Of course, now it is sitting way back in 5th shot, so not going to come into play in the way that Kayla was probably hoping when she let that rock go.
Not that it's in a bad spot.
Nope, that's right.
Just at this level, you have to not only miss your shots the right way, but you have to make some shots. And this gives Jessie a little bit of an out here if she can make a nice freeze here.
Yeah, Jessie can definitely get out of this end now. But big rock coming up for Jessie on her last here in the second.
Again, she cannot afford to bounce off here at all.
No.
If need be, Jessie might switch the call if it's a little heavy, maybe try to go around that red as well. Of course, Jessie Ryan.
Yeah, it's definitely out there now. Not really laying much of a brush to it yet. Still going there. Look how that just finished right there. But it's just going to bounce off like the one thing you said, the bounce off there.
And I do not understand what Jessie was thinking there. She was thinking the rock was going to stop, but I would have called them on, try to get it by that red and get it under. And now this gives Kayla a big chance to hit for 3.
Yeah.
Control. Yeah.
There you can kind of hear a little bit from Team Hunkin on the side having a conversation. Their mics picked up. They were trying to carve it over at the end there, and they just didn't get the finish on the carve like they were hoping for, and that's what led to the bounce off.
Yeah.
But you shake it off. It's only end number 2. Even Kayla scores her 3 here. Lots of rocks still to play here for the Team Hunkin and their fans and supporters, so don't want to get too worried. There we go. Ashton's on the broom here. Don't want to give up the 3.
Good sweep.
There you go. Nice sweeping. Way to hold the line there.
10-1.
Big 3 for Kayla Skrlik. They're going to, our Alberta champions, toss a big 3 on the board here with end number 2 with Hammer. We are now going to go and take a look at some scoreboard watching across the sheets here at the Calgary Curling Club as our featured game takes a break and has a conversation with both teams.
And we are going to start on sheet 1. This is a Seaside game. Loser goes home, and right now it is 1-0 Michelle Anglot over Momoha Tabata.
We've got over on, we've shifted over for, take us back to sheet number 2 there, Lisa. Thank you very much. Gray Withers, who just came off the ice in a tough extra end loss, is back on the ice right away in the Seaside. They get 1 and 2, so they have the early 1-0 lead over Team Germany.
On sheet 3, this is a B-side game between Selena Sturmey and Amber Holland, and it is a 2-2 tie teams, or 1-1 tie, I should say. Teams trading singles in the first couple events.
We'll make sure we let you do the calling on score updates for sheet 3 as my cousin's on the ice, and we don't want to have me be biased on that one. Here we go on sheet number 4. This is the big one that we were talking about. The A qualifier winner advances to the playoff round on Monday. The loser just drops to the B side, so not do or die yet. Fujisawa with the 1 in the first end, like Austin said, taking the 1-0 lead. And now you see Skipper Stones coming pretty quick there. We'll update you from that one.
Of course, featured game. It's a 3-0 lead for Skrlik. Sheet 6 is empty for this draw. Then we have a game that hasn't been updated. No scores have been updated.
Perfect timing.
Thank you. Between Rhonda Burns and Park Yu-bin of Korea. And it is 1-0 Park after 2 ends.
There we go. Perfect. Perfect timing for us to get over there. And then, of course, on sheet number 8, we have Beth Peterson, who did take 1 in the first end. She's got the lead over last year's finalist, Michelle Yagi from Switzerland.
Yes, with Chelsea Carey calling the game as she is.
As you see her standing there, yeah. Oh, wait, we're going to get another score update. Don't leave us yet. There we go. Okay. Yagi scores 2 and 2. She takes a 2-1 lead. Perfect timing for the scoreboard watch. Thanks, Chelsea, for updating that just as we were looking at you. She must have known.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of commentary, so she probably knew at some point that we were going to update scores.
Yeah, 5-5.
Starting to
So here we go. We are in the third end. A bit
really
of a...
curling.
I don't know if Ashton tried to throw a guard or put it in the house. It might be biting.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it would be biting, but this is the far side of the sheet for us, so we're going to be taking a little bit of some guessing here when it's that close and that tight to the rings. We'll do our best, though, for you.
And Dana Demons with the tight corner guard. I really don't think Jesse wanted it that tight, though. And now Ashton going to try to draw around that red rock now.
Yep.
Line's good. Line's good. This is a way nicer path. Okay, it's going to hang. Okay, yeah, you're wrong. Be Brits. Might come down. Yeah, you can go, Britt.
There you go. You can see it right there. That last camera angle kind of showed us where that front red rock was sitting.
Hard. That was a great throw. Yeah, that was way better. Yeah.
Positive comments, positive feedback from the skipper there.
But we were way out.
Gotta love it. We'll just keep Kayla on all the time, man. Let's just get her doing her own commentary. We don't even need to talk when she's on there.
True. We had the same thing yesterday with both Kate Cameron and Beth Peterson doing their own commentary for us.
Had a lovely conversation with Beth Peterson later that night. Just let her know how great she was on commentary. She felt maybe for a brief second a little embarrassed. She's like, "Oh no, you heard everything?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course we did. We loved every second. Everything you said, we supported."
Can you dig?
She even said to me when I told her about it, she's like, "I don't know. I mean, Kelsey can skip. I don't need to do this."
Yeah.
And that's just not good enough at this level. They're not curling enough on the come around there from Demons.
Roll at it.
There you go. Nice camera view right there to see where that yellow rock finished. Pretty wide open for Team Skrlik here.
Jerry Lynn Ramsey's had a great start to this game. We'll see if she can keep it up.
Close. Whoa. Ashton.
This one was
Ashton.
very positive, though.
Hard.
Maybe even heavy.
Hard, you go. Hard for feet.
There it goes. Should come over now. Yep. There you go.
Sorry.
And that's something that's always been a controversial topic in curling is the carving.
9-7.
Even with the new
9-7.
boom pads,
It was a great throw. She just was 9-7.
Always being there.
Yeah.
Still see teams able to effectively use the carving to make rocks move.
That red rock, that sneaky little red rock back there just spun in to stay in play, even though it's outside the rings, but those are always dangerous. Could come back to bite either one of the teams really in the long run because there's something to jam on back there if we get to see some hits later in this end. Just got to watch out for those rocks back there.
Absolutely.
Still have the front one there. Can roll it on. Nope, doesn't roll it on either, so it's just going to sit right in front of the house.
And we have an update. It was a steal of 1 for Setsuki
not
Fukasawa. She now leads Kerry Galusha 2-0 in the third.
We're up 3 right now. Yeah, I don't know about this guard situation.
I remember on that game, too, the winner not only, like we said, qualifies for the playoffs, but will still get on the ice tomorrow in a skins game matchup against our other A qualifier. And, of course, both A qualifiers will get some practice ice time before hitting the playoffs on Monday. So it's not like they just have all Sunday off of no curling. They will still get on the ice a few times.
And this is the perfect time for a plug. Of course, the skins game presented by ACR Media, which is basically moi, as well as my grandfather, Gordon, who is camera shy and wants to be nowhere near here.
It's almost like we planned to say it that way, but we actually didn't. It just fed into it perfectly. It was nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
It's almost like we know what we're doing.
Roll it.
I wouldn't say so, but
8-8.
I have been doing this for a while, so I'm getting good at it.
Yeah, it was good.
But we'll get people in the chat. You guys can tell us if we're doing a good job or not. Hopefully you're all enjoying. Doing our best. Free labor, right, Lisa? Got the thumbs up, so that's what matters.
Free labor, I'm 19. I'm not even sure that really counts.
Plus a sponsor.
Yeah.
Sponsoring sheet number 5, as we've talked about before. This is the feature sheet that we're on.
So we are going to see a little bit of a split here attempted by Becca Hebert. But this one's already over curling, so they're going to go to plan D to try to race that yellow into the house.
Let's see where it ends up. Not bad, though. Not horrible.
Not horrible.
Definitely something to play with and work with, so it's okay.
Control.
Kayla has to make a move on it.
I don't think control is enough on this shot. She might need to throw a little bit extra to make sure that there's no chance of it jamming on that red rock.
As Brittany gets ready to release her rock here, give a little shout out. D. Hopley, welcome back, our friend at Scotty's Chicken, for those that don't know. Popping back and forth. Love it, love it, D. Always one of the best in curling, one of the best volunteers, and just an overall good supporter of the sport. So D, glad to have you out and listening and joining in. Wish you were here.
And by the way, hi D. I am also very happy you are in the chat.
I actually even got a message from D earlier to make sure I said hi to you and your grandpa, but then I forgot to tell you earlier today, so
okay.
We'll count it as now counts as me telling you.
Yep, thank you, buddy.
Now I'll get a message from D being like, oh, now you tell on the live stream, you wait for the live stream to say this? I told you to tell him that earlier. Sorry, D. I was doing the live stream last draw, though, right? So let's be fair.
Yeah, you and your buddy Josh Berry killing it out there.
Ah, thank you. We were trying our best. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good time.
And speaking of maybe not necessarily killing it, Brittany Tran did make the hit, but she did roll her shooter out.
I got like
Yep.
10, but
Chance for Jessie Hyen to get underneath the guard now.
right. Yeah. All right.
I just think that Team Hunkin especially is
Like
just getting
ideally we do like
tricked by
just
these ice
this,
conditions.
but
Yep. Just
I
the
think
weights
I'd rather
are a
go
little bit
control
off,
at
like
it,
you're
so
saying
it's
there.
gonna be tough to do that. So we're gonna.
That looked like it was going good too,
Control.
just a little light, right? Didn't finish the way they wanted, didn't go deep, so gives Kayla an opportunity. Let's give a little shout out to Team Skrlik with the lovely brooms, loving the Pride representation brooms here.
Yep.
Props to that. All about equality in the sport of curling, so brooms and hardline always doing that, so gotta appreciate that.
And these two teams are also coached by some amazing
keep
Alberta
rolling it,
curling
hard, hard,
legends.
hard.
First Team Skrlik, coached
10-1.
by the one and only queen of the Olympic trials,
Sorry, I
Shannon
just didn't know if it
Kleibrink.
was ever going to jump. We were always on it.
And
so
Team
then I
Hunkin,
didn't want to play it
coached
like
by
so
the
close
very
to-
lovable
Yeah.
and amazing Leslie McEwen.
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
Got to give coaches some love. Was it
Someone
National
called
Coaches
control.
Day yesterday? Yesterday? I believe it was National Coaches Day earlier this week.
I don't know. Maybe.
And technically, I fit into that as well.
There
as
you go.
I'm kind of coaching multiple teams in the Spen too.
And then I thought it
Right,
was
so
tight
yeah, I have
ends
to do the
for
score
actual
updates for sheet 2.
That's why I
So
hit
you're
it.
not biased. You have to do
Then
the score
it
updates on
turned
sheet
out
3 to keep
yeah.
me unbiased. That's the plan we've got here.
I'm not necessarily biased about Stormaine Holland
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
True. I might be a little more biased. Family. Hopefully some of the families watching. If they are,
Why not?
I'll keep you guys updated on how cousin Deb Lazinski's doing, lead on Team Holland. Well,
No,
Austin,
Garrett,
Austin
no.
will keep you updated, I should say. There's a nice roll right there. Nice hit and roll.
That's a pretty decent result.
Yep.
Kayla's got to be careful here.
Yep.
It might be a little easier for her to
Okay.
just run that red back, but that does bring a
Forward?
jam into play.
Yep. Nice shot by JH2
Yeah,
there.
we can throw control. Just don't. Mine doesn't curl.
Yeah.
Okay, I like board right there. Yeah. Yeah, and we can play it safe. We can roll all the way
There's the
over.
infamous non-curling rock that you just heard
Ideally, we're,
Kayla
like,
talking
just
about.
Pretty
That's
close
the
to
rock that's
nose.
not curling.
Like just rolling it back to center.
There's one rock that runs a little bit straighter, which can be advantageous for her at the right time, of
Board.
course.
Board. Like 11.
Like, I think
I'm
so,
not
'cause
a
I think
big
it'll
fan
come
of this
down.
call. I feel like
Yeah.
it might be easier to play the run back,
Except for
even
me.
though, of course, you do have to watch out for the jam.
Like we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
right? That tricky little red rock at the back of the house. Out of the rings, but staying alive can always cause some problems. It was a great shot of Kayla. Nice shot of the brooms there as well that we were just mentioning.
Whoa! Yeah, Britt.
Britt on this from day one, right out of her hand, sweeping it in there to hold that line.
And I would say
Oh,
that
that's good, Britt.
Yep,
I would say that,
staying alive.
but that
Oh,
is an
just
error.
really
That
bad
is an
throw.
absolute
That
error.
was a really
She
bad
could not roll the shooter that far because she gives JH1 the chance
True,
to get
that
right
was a bad
around now.
throw. And then I was like,
Definitely. There you heard Kayla
Okay,
say
I
it right
think
there. Not a good throw. She's not happy with that result. Not happy with her throw. So she'll work on that, park it, move on, and get ready for her last rock coming up soon. But big advantage here for Jessie now.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Just
this
how
is a
much
draw that
heavier,
she
hey?
really has to make, and
Yes.
again, she hasn't really been able to get a lot of
Okay.
really good shots out of herself and her team, so it's about time that she really starts digging in there.
Nothing wrong with starting to get going in the second end with Hammer, though.
True.
This is a perfect time for her to get her draw weight down, too. It's always a good feel to get that earlier in the game because you know you're going to need it later. Good opportunity here for Jessie. GH1. It's definitely out there right now, but as we've seen always on this sheet, once it crosses that hog line, it should be cutting over a little bit.
Becca Hebert giving everything she's got here.
Yep, taking it back to get that nice finish behind the guards is what they want. There you go.
Not completely undercover, but it's
There though, hey?
not a horrible
But even
spot.
if it jams,
Yep.
we shot 1 and 2.
Man, that takes forever to get over there.
Like, up there.
Kayla does need to be
So,
careful that she
forward?
doesn't flirt with the guard too much
Do
here.
you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at all the fans checking it out here, loving it. This is on the main floor, right behind the sheet. There's our fans
Even if it
upstairs
jams,
too.
Will we shot 1 and 2?
And then, of course,
So,
in the
we'll kinda know
downstairs
the
shot,
board,
which showed the
but push
aforementioned
comes to
Leslie
shove.
McEwen.
Getting some waves up there, seeing some family, some supporters.
I threw 10-3.
Maybe some
So I'll take it
spouses
down
of some
from that.
coaches maybe are potentially sitting up just on the top floor next to us. Lots of fans in here on a Saturday. Love to see it.
Always love some great curling on a weekend.
Definitely. Pretty
Well-
sure there are some Kayla fans
well-
up there because I think there's a chair that I saw up there with
Ashton!
a Team Skrlik
Ashton!
jacket on the back of it. So they might have a little small home ice advantage, I think, in this game.
And
There we go. Look at it finish again, like we've been saying, right at the end there. Gonna get the
jams
jam.
in. What about the shooter?
Not bad.
There might
Good
be
sweep.
a double,
Yeah.
potentially, though, for JH1.
Yep. Kayla's in too, though, and the thing is with that back red again,
Yeah, I sent it back.
is sitting right in front of that other dangerous red
Is
rock.
it up? Okay, good. Thank God.
Ashton and Brittany getting in some deep breaths here, taking a little break from all the sweeping. They've done a lot of sweeping so far the first half of this game, the first two ends. You like this call by JH1 here?
It is.
The
I don't
third
think we
end
can-
is maybe
yeah,
not
we
the
can't
best
give up
possible
the
time to
steal here.
go for the double. Maybe I would draw
Yeah,
for
I
my
know.
single in this point. Again, I'm not even entirely sure what she's playing
All right,
based on
T-line.
that broom placement.
I think she's just drawn T-line for the one, right? 'Cause this is her last rock, is my guess.
I would think so too, yeah.
Yeah, last rock coming from JH1, otherwise known as Jessie Hunkin, with Hammer, trailing early, but time to get some points on the board for her.
But I think if this was a lot
Bridge
later in
B.
the game, I would
Mhm.
absolutely go for that double.
Yep, I think this is just an opportunity. They just want to get some points on the board, not let the scoreboard drift too far away from them. So good chance. And again, like we said, Jessie's good opportunity for her to get her draw weight under the slider and get comfortable with it. She'll probably need it later. So beautiful, beautiful draw there at the end. No mistake from JH1. We'll put a single on the board for Hunkin. They cut the deficit down. They are down 3-1 now. After 3, we'll be back with end number 4 action here at the Calgary Curling Club. Welcome back to the Calgary Curling Club for draw number 7 action here at the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. And as we get ready to start end number 4 here, let's give a quick shout out to our title sponsor, Curler's Corner, located right here inside the Calgary Curling Club. Stop by for all your curling needs, equipment. They got some nice fun socks that I've bought in the past here as well. And of course, stop by, give Bernice a nice wave and a smile, and of course, thank her for the outstanding work of sponsoring this event as a title sponsor. Without our title sponsors and all of our sponsors, we would not be able to host this outstanding annual event on Thanksgiving weekend. So thank you, Curler's Corner. Thanks to our sponsors, as always. Back to the action we go here for end number 4.
Back 4.
And Dana Demons not putting her center guard on the center line. If this was later in the game, I think that would be a major error because Team Skrlik would go for the tick, but obviously they're not really going for it right away. They went around biting the 8-foot, which isn't bad, but it will give Dana some room to go right around everything.
There you see in the corner to the left there, that's a lot of yellow over there on that sheet from the A qualifier. Yellow is Team Fujisawa. They're sitting 4 right now with Glucha having hammer. We'll keep our eyes on that one. They're just in skip stones.
Yeah, Joanne Rizzo definitely got to try to get her team out of a lot of trouble right now.
Definitely. Land of the Rising Sun is looking to take down the polar power over there. There's Ashton getting ready to throw.
Yeah, it's a wide open, nice little hit and roll over to the wings now for Ashton. Most of this game's already just been determined. The first 3 ends have just been determined by Team Hunkin getting fooled by the ice conditions and not really making a lot of shots the way they normally would. And look at that amazing roll by Ashton.
Yeah, beautiful shot by Ashton right there. Couldn't do better there. Nicely done. Quick shout out, John. Just made a triple. As we said, Fujisawa was sitting 4. Glucha sitting 1 now. Things are happening.
And we talked about earlier, whenever Joanne Rizzo gets hot and she can make a whole bunch of shots, it really turns into the Joe show. She hasn't really had to make that many spectacular highlight reel shots, as Galusha's basically been cruising in their first 3 games of this tournament.
Dina!
What's the fun acronym we can use for Team Hunkin when they make a good shot? We have the Joe show on with Joanne, but what's something fun and creative? Let's, you know what, let's turn it over to the chat and see if they can come with something fun. Give us some fun, creative ways that we can give shout-outs to Team Hunkin and to Team Skrlik when they do some outstanding shots. We like some alliteration maybe, some play on words, something punny. If anyone has any cool ideas, let us know. Drop us a shot, and we'll use it. If we like it, we'll use it.
Yes.
We'll turn it over to the fans. Let you guys have some control of some commentary this afternoon. We can't do all the work, can we?
No.
It's just going to be on top of the yellow there, unfortunately. Happy Hunkin. Yeah. Happening Hunkin. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like it. Got some alliteration there.
Yeah, I like it.
I like Happy Hunkin.
Yeah, Happy Hunkin's really good.
Yeah.
It's a little
Although
less,
there hasn't
yeah.
been too much of that going on early on, there's always room for things to turn around.
Mm-hmm. Maybe now it will turn around because they have their own name now.
Potentially, yeah.
Maybe now they'll become Happy Hunkin because we've given them something. Now we have to come up with something for the opposition, though. We don't want to be one-sided here. Represent on both sides for good shots. Here comes a big shot. Look at the scrub going on here for the front end.
I got Hunkin.
Sweet. Okay.
I think already we just say sensational Skrlik.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, after double triple, Attila the Hunkin. Okay, Steve. I'm liking Attila the Hunkin. Okay, if we see an amazing double, triple, just some sexy run back action coming out of here, we're going with Attila the Hunkin. I like this. See?
Yeah.
Fans know what they're talking about. They
yeah.
They can do the commentary. They've got us taken care of.
It's very dry. And but her weight was a little light, so.
Yeah, close is good. Gotta like when you get to yell close.
Not horrible.
Nope.
Kind of lost that late a bit.
Yep. Just replaces some rocks, but the important thing is it changes the colors out front to make sure they're both red now. So that's advantage for the Alberta champions, current Alberta champions against their rivals.
Hair on the inside. Yep.
And
There
this
you go.
could be an Attila the Hunkin kind of shot here.
Yeah, get rid of both these front ones here, as she said.
See Attila the high end in this one.
Yeah. Still works, though, actually, hey?
Yeah.
Whoa!
GH1 or GH2 throwing the heat here. Oh, he picks the back one even a little bit, hey?
Almost made that triple.
Almost a triple. Okay, okay, Attila. I'm liking this. It's a nice shot. Very nicely done. And we know, of course, having watched Jessie all the years playing with her sister, Casey, we know Jessie, that's in her wheelhouse, making those kind of shots. Always appreciative of seeing her make those. It's what makes watching Jessie so much fun.
Not only that, but just her fun-loving personality on and off the
Oh,
ice.
definitely agree, 100%. Great, great personality. Super nice human being. Had a really good chat with her yesterday for a while. There you go, nice little nose hit there.
Brittany doing her job there.
Yep.
Lovin'.
Kayla's sitting 2 right now with hammer, so just got to watch yourself a little bit. She's not going to want to really give up 2 here. As that scoreboard, it is 3-1, just a reminder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hunkin team just hasn't moved that 3 over to their point yet, that's all. Going for the hit and roll here.
Good sweep.
Boom, JH2.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, Brittany.
Very nice.
Brittany has to watch out for a jam.
Mm-hmm.
She can't really be across the face too much here.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, JH2 on fire and end number 4 here. Nicely done.
Is this maybe the start of something, a potential comeback where Team Hunkin starts
I watched
making
so
a few more
many
shots here?
overcurl in that
Yep.
spot, so it was like, well.
Yeah, they're having a really good end here.
Yeah.
Might have been something just simple, like we said, just getting them on the scoreboard, just to calm the nerves, get going. Seems to have made a difference here in end number 4. We'll just do a quick update there. Team Galusha did score 1 with hammer and 3, so they trail Team Fujisawa 2-1 as they play the 4th end right now.
And look at this.
Is it going to go? No.
Yeah.
Miss there for sure. That takes the 2 away and is going to
11.
put the force on.
I think it'll be decently straight. Like, it's not going to
Again, sensational triple by
Like
Joanne Rizzo on her first there to really clear things up.
Yeah, that really opened it up over on that A final. I'm going to guess, not that you want to cheer a miss or anything, but this would be a time where Jesse's probably feeling a little happy Hunkin there. It's unexpected that I don't think she was thinking she'd be in this position now, throwing her first here in the 4th, but advantage just shifted her way.
Yeah.
She's just tight on them. She just threw us one tight. Well, she she hit the inside of the one she just threw before that.
I think just control weight, even bumper weight here is good.
Yep. Yeah, you got the advantage now going into this end. Your force is looking very strong. And that's what Jesse would want coming into this end, just to hold them to 1, get hammer back.
Of course, she wouldn't complain if she stole one.
No. No, I'm pretty sure she'd be very happy to slip on some steel pants here and take 1 or 2 from picking the pocket of the Alberta champs, but force she'll take 2, of course.
Yeah. Good call.
Yep.
A little quiet.
Because the thing is, you play for the
Firm.
force and you don't always expect your opposition to
Held it
miss
there.
those types of open hits, but sometimes it happens.
Yep. I mean, it is what makes us human after all. It's why we don't have robots playing the games.
Yeah.
The human element is always the one that we can least predict as we play in any sport.
Whoa. Ashton! Ashton!
Nose hit right there.
8-3. Same thing.
And now Hunkin needs to make sure she does the same thing here.
Yep.
She can't really afford to roll out because it will give Kayla a shot at the blank.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's just going to stay there. Even just roll off to the side into the wings a little bit more even. Not, you don't want to set up any doubles out of nowhere either. You don't want to group those 2 yellows to give Kayla an out here. So she's just going to look to keep the distance between the rocks as much as possible, sitting 2 and force Kayla's hand.
Again, I think same weight is pretty close here.
Yeah, she good feel for it for the last rock, right? Just have to do the same thing here. There comes Jessie out of the hack with her last here in 4. And there you go.
Well done there.
Yeah, well played.
Good.
Perfect skip stones there for Jessie.
Of course, this is always a bit of a tough decision. Do you try to draw against 2? Maybe risk giving up a steal at 2, or do you maybe try to play it safe and just hit the shot rock and take your single?
Yep.
Control.
There you go. There's the control. Obviously aware of the broom's place. We know
We
what the
don't have
decision
to.
is.
I will take that.
Control.
And then, of course, as this wraps up the 4th end, we'll do a scoreboard watch after this end as well. Lisa's on top of it, already being prepped. She's like, yeah, I got you.
Technically, it's Andrew in Lisa's spot right now.
But he threw up the arms. I saw. He's like, okay, Lisa's got this, man. You gotta take a step back for the champion over here. See where this ends up. Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah.
There's the steal of one. So out of nowhere, an end that looked to be in Kayla's favor turns at the end.
What was the
Hunkin
time on
picks her
that?
pocket,
Yeah.
cuts the deficit in half, and
Yeah.
Kayla will have the 3-2 lead after 4.
Middle's
She'll
nice,
retain
it goes
hammer,
in.
try to
Just when
get
we
back,
get to 8
try to
foot.
back some momentum in the lead when we go to 5.
I would definitely say
Yeah, it
now
was a good
Hunkin's a little bit more happy than she has been.
She's a happy Hunkin now for sure. All right, there we go with our scoreboard watching.
Here we go. We are in the 4th end, and it is 2-1 for Momoha Tabata over Michelle Englot. Of course, remember that Michelle Englot's team is playing three-handed because Sarah England pulled her quad.
Yep.
So it is a bit of a tough time for them.
Well, that's a good one to try to guess. I'm going to assume it's 1-1, considering where everyone's at. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for moving to the side there, Serena. We have 2 blanks on 1 and 3, so it's a 1-1 game playing end number 5 between Gray Withers and our lovely friends from Team Germany.
And the 4th end just finished in the Sturmey Holland game. We don't have a score up. I did not see what happened, so we have to wait and see what happened there.
Yeah, we'll have to assume Sturmey scored, considering she went down and is holding the broom there. There, of course, our A qualifier game that we've been talking about. Fujisawa with a 2-1 lead over Polar Power Team Galusha, playing end number 4.
Of course, our featured game right now, it is 3-2 for Kayla Skrlik. Sheet 6 is empty. And we have a tied game at 2 between Rhonda Barnes of Winnipeg, Manitoba, and Korea's Park Yu-bin.
And there we go on sheet number 8. Beth Peterson out of Manitoba picks up the big 2 and 3. She's got the 3-2 lead over last year's finalist Michelle Yagi from Switzerland as they play end number 4.
And they're actually starting the 5th now. The 4th end
Yes.
just got completed. Chelsea Carey has not put the score up yet this time.
Yeah, there we go. See, Chelsea, she's on it. She knew. Thanks, Chelsea. Again, same as last time. She puts up her 2 when she sees us talking about her. And just like that, Yagi takes the lead 4-3 after 4.
Welcome back to Draw 7 action here at the Autumn Gold. And as I just mentioned before, Lisa signaled to get us back on here. It feels like a bit of a momentum switch there on the 4th end with Jessie Hunkin stealing 1 to get within 1 here in the 5th.
Nice bounce back too, Ray. Like we said, Jessie gave up the 3 and 2, took the 3-0 deficit early, but scores 1 and 3, steals 1 and 4, chipping away at it. Only down 1 now, playing 5. So big resilient comeback. When you give up a 3, there's the perfect example. Never give up. Always just fight back. Take it 1 at a time, and you're right back in this game.
That is true. And another missed draw, another very wide draw from Dana Demmons. She really needs to get it together if they're going to set things up well in the second half.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
We'll just do the quick update here. Sturmey did score 1 with Hammer in 4,
Yep.
so they have taken the 2-1 lead over Team Holland as they play in 5.
Nice.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah, that's. They looked a little like they weren't sure if they were enjoying it. Then where those rocks ended up.
10-3.
It's okay.
That was a good throw.
We'll see Becca play a hack waiter, try to just get across the nose. Roll under and frozen.
Beautiful crowd shot there. Panorama shot, I should say, with the crowd in the background, of course, and all of our teams playing. Great facility at the Calgary Curling Club with 8 sheets of ice.
It's incredible how this event's been going on for 45 years.
Yeah. Rich history for sure. Oh, look at that. Nice shot. Sweeps it right by.
Fantastic shot by Becca.
Yep. Feathered that top yellow beautifully.
Speed.
Kayla asking Jerry Lynn for a freeze now.
Mm-hmm. Potentially could be looking at getting the formation of a little rock caterpillar action here. The rocks just drifting, sitting right on top of each other.
Ooh, that's a rocket.
Line skill. Close. Where?
Ramsey saying
Whoa.
she's let loose of a rocket
It's
there.
gonna get there. Britt, Kate, close. Close line. Yep. Line.
Should finish now,
Yes,
though, right
line.
there.
Yes,
It's gonna break.
hard. Whoa, Ashton, whoa. That really jumped.
Yep.
It was.
Yeah.
That really jumped.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, we've been really watching this on this sheet. Hey, Austin, we see that quite often. As soon as it gets over that hog, you've heard us mention it a few times. There was a perfect example of it. It jumped right over, ended up crashing on the front where halfway down the sheet, it did not look like that would be the end result.
Yeah, you just gotta be more aware of the finish that comes, especially towards the center.
Mm-hmm. It was interesting. Was calling this sheet for the last draw, and they're playing on the other side of this sheet right now. Where last game we saw the teams playing almost all the rocks when going this way on what we're looking at right now being the right side of the sheet. Where that one broke on them was on the left side of the sheet. So the left side of the sheet didn't see as much action in the last game than it did this one. So you couldn't even get a lot of info or intel. But that was the sheet on the left side that Gray Withers made her final draw and then ended up over curling on her and gave up the steal. So could be a difference there between the left and right sides of the sheet. Got to pay attention to that going forward.
And Jerry Lynn has a second chance to make the freeze now.
Line's good.
Yep, the miss gives her a second chance.
Hard line. Hard. Keep going. Hard as far as you can take it. As far as you can
just
take
light
it.
on this
Bounce
one,
off
hey?
if you can. Hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Staggers those front ones now
5-5.
too.
Don't got much, do ya? Levin.
Jesse calling to try to run back that yellow rock that's around the 12-foot.
You like this call?
I do like this call. I think this is the easiest of all the calls that Team Hunkin can play at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like it. It's a good call. Calling it right away here. Got to hold the line
Hey,
here.
whoa.
Yeah, over curled.
Roll it.
As has ever been ever so the theme of this
11-5.
game so far.
Yeah.
Both
yep.
teams missing some of those hits very light.
Both teams still kind of a little bit struggling to figuring out on the curl here. We're seeing some over curls. Interesting to see if it's the ice or the rocks or just where they're placing the broom or maybe the releases. So many factors obviously at play on how that can happen, but it is a little bit of a consistent theme we're seeing so far in this game, at least in the first half. Not that we're being critical of either team, of course, though. Just calling what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Emira Abed's team Germany just had a big steal of 3 in the fifth to lead 4-1 over Serena Gray Withers.
Wow.
Yes! Hard. Oh, it's on it.
On there you go. On that one, too.
Okay. 4-4.
And that's a mistake for sure by Brittany.
double.
JH2 definitely has a double. She could even stick the shooter around the line 3.
Yep. Nice go. She's going to peel that off.
3/4.
A nose hit isn't the desired result, but it's not horrible either because it does set up a bit of a raise for later on.
not touching it at all the whole way down. And there's the jam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jessie definitely floated
Freeze.
that out of her hand.
Don't want to go.
It'll be close to shot.
Yeah, both teams kind of swapping minor
Oh,
error
can you
so
up a
far in
bit?
this end, actually. Neither team so far has been able to really take control of the end. Both have had ample opportunities, but just swapping the little tiny mistakes. And like you said earlier, when you're at this level with the high caliber of both these teams being so outstanding, those little mistakes can be the difference.
Yeah.
Room. Okay, well,
Brittany with a big shot here.
Jared.
She has to make the freeze again. She
Ashton,
can't do
we'll
what
go
she did
by.
on her last and leave Jessie Hunkin
Right here.
this time a double.
Whoa. Line's good. Right here.
Yeah, they're liking the
Ashton.
line. Just gotta watch the weight now where where it's gonna end up.
I don't like the line.
Jared, hard. We can't leave a double. Okay. 3-6.
Yeah, that one
3-6.
goes a little too deep too.
It was wide, but it was fine.
It gets in
Like
for
she's
second, but
Yep.
it's not the desired result at all. It wasn't about getting second shot. It was about putting it in the best
Here a little
possible
bit.
spot you could.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good call. All right,
Probably wide.
JH1's turn.
Yeah, she's gonna play a nice little hack waiter. Maybe flop over to be frozen to that other red.
Hack weight.
Even if it's
Hit that
nose, it's not a
and
horrible
flop
result
on
though.
to the other one. Still just a couple feet heavier hay all around.
We're already on skip stones here in end number 5. It feels like this game's going really fast.
Yeah,
Is it just me? Are you feeling that too? They're
I'm
speedy.
kind of feeling it.
They're
playing
speedy, these
really
two
fast.
teams.
Yeah,
They're going.
yeah.
And each end, it's not like we've had wide open nothing ends. Like they're playing just really quick teams.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just having so much fun that it just seems like time's going by so fast.
That might be the case.
Let's
for
go with
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Heads down and hard sweeping here. Yeah. Get it by. Nicely done. Poke it back. And nice shot.
That's a
Good
very good
sweep.
result for Happy Hunkin.
Yep.
Great sweep.
Yep. Definitely be some happy Hunkins on that one for sure.
I don't want to give her a double.
Just feathered those
Nose
those
isn't the
front
worst.
yellows perfectly too. Yeah, perfect shot right there
Yeah.
to see where the rocks are
That's what-
placed right now.
Kayla has to be very careful where she
Freeze?
leaves her shooter
To
on
there?
this.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
If
don't
she
mind that
decided
at
to
all.
hit, but
Right there?
she's actually playing a bit of a freeze.
And up here.
Yeah, right there, right where she just threw her broom down there. That's where she's aiming to go to.
Freeze on
Again.
her yellow.
There you go. Skipper calling it for us, doing some great commentary.
Freeze on the yellow.
Double time.
This is a very scary call though,
Yeah,
because
that's
if
fair.
runs
Even
like
top eight
Brittany's
isn't
ran
bad,
there,
but
could be trouble.
Yeah, it's a very finesse weight
6
shot,
feet more
right?
than draw to
Yeah.
pin.
There you go. Good conversation there with the front end. Let her know how it's looking right now. Kayla releases this, and then she can ideally just turn it over to the sweepers to put it where she wants
for
it.
line. You can't go for line. Wait. It's got no line. Whoa.
Don't think Kayla liked it maybe out of her hand there. Just taking a guess.
Definitely not.
Definitely didn't like her own line there. That's what happens when you're out too far. It will not cut over like we've seen it do earlier. You just get that
That is
little bit over in the wings. It won't cut.
That is just the worst possible spot you could have put that rock, honestly. If Jessie's knows she lies 3, that might even make the triple as well. That one might even go back on the back.
Yeah.
Maybe lie 4.
Good camera angle shot right there just to see the overhead of what
Pretty
we're
straight.
looking at.
Literal hair. We just
Nice job, camera team. Keeping us on top of this.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Love that they give themselves a little high five.
I get that it was
Yeah.
right, but it didn't-
That's all you're allowed to do up here as a couple. Two of you can only high five. Keep this PG, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Any other noises will be picked up on the microphones. No one's down to commentate on that. It's a PG show.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to keep this a G show, unless those on the mic on the ice make it PG-13.
Yeah.
We can't control them.
Oh.
But we can control a little bit of the couple up here.
Yeah.
Watching you, one eye.
This is just a massive shot for Jessie. If she makes this perfect, then Kayla Skrlik is in a world of hurt.
Yeah. This is Jessie's last here in end number 5. Good opportunity to really put the grinds on Skrlik here with hammer. Boom. Gets the jam, but she's going to be quite happy.
I think they'll take that.
Yep, happy Hunkin for sure. There you heard big high fives, big smile on Jessie's face. She's going to be happy with that. Forces Kayla really out wide to get in there for this draw facing 2.
Yeah.
Try to get it half in the forefoot. Yeah.
This can be such a big shot. If Kayla doesn't make this, then Hunkin takes the lead, and this whole game has changed.
Yep. That game has definitely shifted.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Again, this is out there in that path that we're not sure this is going to cut in
I
enough.
don't think it will.
They're going to have to try to carve, but it's not going to.
No.
Now you got to try to cut down the damage, but you're not going to be able to as either. It's going to be a big miss for Kayla there and a huge steel pants of 2 for Jessie Hunkin. Wow, Austin, just like that, from a 3-0 Kayla lead to a 4-3 Jessie lead after 5. Did you have your bets on that?
I kind of did.
Look at you.
I kinda
Impressive. Impressive. Well, we will take a quick little break here. Show up a scoreboard of our sponsors that we love to support, and we'll be back for end number 6 action as Kayla tries to cut down the burn here. She'll retain hammer coming into end number 6.
Like really sludgy.
ready for the sixth end of this game between Jessie Hunkin and Kayla Skrlik. But first we want to give an update just as we were going to break, Beth Peterson tried a big run back shot and just missed it.
Cranking over.
Leaving Michelle Yagi with a steal of 1. And
really
now
cranking.
Up
really going.
5-3.
Gotta stay halfway now.
Nice. We're on top of these updates. We're doing our best, bringing you as much sheet-to-sheet coverage as we possibly can. Of course, on top of our feature sheet game here, where Jessie has made the complete comeback to not only be back from being down 0-3, but now has taken the 4-3 lead here in end number 6. But to Kayla's credit now, she is only down 1. She still has hammer. She has the even end hammer advantage. So you score here, you force in 7, you get the hammer in 8. So still advantage for her. It's more a momentum shift now that Team Skrlik's got to kind of get back, because it's definitely shifted these last 3 ends.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they need to get things back on track here before things get even worse.
Okay, whoa.
First rock went top 4.
Whoa.
That's better
Whoa.
from Dana Demons.
Whoa.
Then the nice corner by Ashton Skrlik.
That's the line.
There you go. Thanks, Skipper, letting us know.
Board.
So could we say the last couple ends, it's been happening for Hunkin, and she is very much a happy Hunkin.
Oh, absolutely. All of a sudden, things just completely turn on its head. A couple of really strange errors by Team Skrlik in that end, and then Jessie with a fantastic shot to lie 2 on her last thing.
Yep. Whoa.
Got a lot of words starting with H on this one.
Close.
Yes.
Close. Close. Woo. Just wait.
Not gonna lie, I would be screaming like that too. But a good shot there by Ashton.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't give you a wake call. It's okay. 11.
Gotta love the Kayla commentary, by the way. So Kayla, shout out. I mean, obviously you're playing, so you can't hear right now, but love the Kayla. Kayla's really good at giving us commentary in the game. Not afraid to say what's going on, knowing she's mic'd. So appreciate that.
Clean.
Absolutely.
Letting her personality shine.
Oh yeah. It's been so fun seeing her grow in the last few years to the player that she is now.
Watch the roll.
Definitely.
Oh,
I remember a few years ago, one of the first years that I actually attended this event, way back, lots of time, way before those dark ages of pre-COVID that we kind of forget happened, those pre-COVID years when Kayla was competing here when she was a junior team, and I remember writing for the blog and doing some podcast interviews and talking just about how dangerous Kayla Skrlik was going to be in the future, and she would be a future Alberta champion, and here we are in 2023. She's the defending Alberta champion and looking just as dangerous as we expected. Remember last year when they were here, they qualified A-side, so this is a dangerously good team.
But they're a team that's going to have a lot of difficulty as teams like Jessie Hunkin and Selena Sturmay.
Just slid tight.
And a couple others that are in this field are definitely going to come
Nice and
forward.
tight.
Yeah, Gray Withers, another good example. Another, just like Kayla coming up out of the junior program, is now ready to make that shift to the women's and showing how strong of a team they are, having a great season. So lots of good women's teams in Alberta here. And we're showcasing, obviously, 2 of them right now in this feature game.
And we had a little bit of a wreck from Jerry Lynn Ramsey there, so Becca Hebert looking to maybe replace that guard, maybe put it a little higher than the last one was as well. Maybe try to put that 2.5 zone.
Go, 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 go.
Did not curl enough there.
Even if you just flop a little, it's good.
There you can do the hit and roll over. Utilize those corner guards. We talked about it, if you're paying, if you joined us for the last draw, Josh and I were talking about the utilization of corner guards, where both teams in our last draw were unable to kind of really get those perfect hit and rolls and utilize those corners. This is a good opportunity for Kayla to really take advantage of that corner guard over there. Set herself up to a multiple score. It's going the other way.
And for almost the millionth time we've seen in this game, see throw a little soft and over curl.
But we will say in that call, props to Kayla. She got pipes on her. That was quite the yell.
She definitely does.
Impressive, impressive. And consistent too the whole way down. That was no breath taken. She's may not be sweeping a lot back there, but she's got to be taking a little bit of deep breaths after those calls.
Yeah. Of course, it's a little easier in events like this to control your shouting, because in events like the Skies, when it's a week long, you can have a lot of problems and maybe even sometimes during the event lose your voice entirely.
The Russ Howard effect.
Okay,
Just ask Heather Nedwin how that feels.
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
Coming up late on that one, though, hey?
4.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity now, and now we've got 2 in front that Keela can kind of bury herself around. Might not even need the corner guard if those Team
We have to
Hunkin keeps
bury it
throwing up
here.
guards there.
Yeah,
Like, it's
it
not
does,
that
eh?
useful of a guard.
Yeah, there you go.
And you
It's
can
not that
actually see
They're
that
just
in
gonna
the
come
last few
around.
minutes it's been
do you
actually
wanna
getting
play?
kind of
We
warm
can.
as you see Becca and Dana shed their jackets here.
Hey,
Oh, they shifted focus there. The front end of the team making the call. They like the idea of going around the corner, like we were just talking about, utilizing that corner guard. They're now shifting it. Kayla wasn't buying into it right away, but they talked her into it, so now she's on
line's
board.
good.
But like she said, it's got to be high.
It's gotta be in.
And
Got to be in. Also important.
yeah. And if you're gonna
Room.
try to change your skip's mind
Ashton.
of a shot, then you need to make it.
Ashton to knife
Fact.
it.
Pressure on, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
There you, there you go, like Kayla said.
Hard, hard,
Knife
hard.
it over Ashton.
Hard, hard, hard. Hard, 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 hard.
There you go.
That's
4-5.
pretty good.
Utilization of a corner guard.
Yeah,
Good sweep.
it's really hard for Jesse to get to that one, the GH2.
Yeah,
Hack.
they're taking a look. I don't know, even rubbing, taking out the guard, though, is not the end of the
It'll move
world
there.
for
Exactly.
Hunkin. So
Just hack.
Yeah, if you're gonna wreck on the guard, at least catch a quarter of it. You don't want to skin it and barely even move it.
Mm-hmm. You might end up, even if you wreck on the guard, you might end up coming over and pushing one of those of your own into the house. Depending on how this goes. Let's see what
Becca,
happens here.
Becca,
Calling the
Becca,
line.
Becca. Dig, 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 dig. You got it. You got it. It's going.
There you go.
Yep, 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 yep.
And the roll.
And that's a different
Good.
type of
Nice sweep.
carving technique that Becca just used there. Maybe not going as hard on it, just kind of
Yep.
on it, and got a little bit of movement there at the end.
Yep. Nice shot by GH2 there. Accomplished the goal. And there's the happy Hunkin smile.
Yes.
Yep, yep.
See if we can get a smiling Skrlik maybe out of this one.
Woo!
We haven't seen this. We haven't seen the smile coming for
Woo,
lately.
jer.
And it's not
Just
going
give
to
me a
come out here.
nose.
She wanted to roll for sure there.
Yeah. Yeah, you had an opportunity to either roll either way,
10-5.
left or right, and end up kind of just sitting in the same spot.
Won't go crazy, I don't think.
I mean, that way was straight.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like that.
So nice little hit and roll would be really good for Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we normally say if you roll this behind the tee line, it's not a good situation. It is when you don't have hammer, because that can shrink the button, it can shrink the forefoot. You see a couple freezes, and then all of a sudden, Kayla will have basically no room to get one in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not only, like you're right, not only not having hammer, but and the lead on top of it. It's a double whammy for Jesse here. Huge opportunity. First to skip stones here in end number 6. Kayla Skrlik with hammer, of course, throwing the Red Rocks.
And this is out really wide.
Mm-hmm. Gonna get the hit though. Gonna roll in.
Oh, it did
Little
come
roll.
a little at the end, but not quite enough.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a force. to do that.
Yeah, Kayla kind of knows she's in
No, they're-
potentially
they
force
come
mode right now.
Don't you think?
But like we said, force isn't horrible. You get
Yeah,
one on the board in an
exactly.
even
Yep.
end. You do the same thing to them in
And
7.
you're
Yeah.
so I don't
You have
actually
hammer
know
and
the
8.
line here.
And 5 rock roll.
Yep, 5 rock roll. Lots
But it's
of
uncontrolled.
opportunity to score.
And then if it's curling, I mean, an overall wasn't great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just freezes.
Ex- Right. Yeah.
The important thing for Team Skrlik to
No,
worry
that
about here
can,
is you just don't
I
want to give
think.
up a steal.
To roll under?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
your worst case scenario right now here in end number
Board.
6.
And we
You
have
noticing our final over there, are you? I saw you
Final.
take a look. Yeah.
it is a 7-1 victory for Amira Abez. So bye-bye Team Grey Withers.
Wow, tough
Yeah.
you got to feel for Team Grey Weather just coming off
Yeah,
that
we're
tough
rolling
extra
under.
end loss. just a few hours ago, having to step right back on the ice for a C qualifier or Seaside grind game, and taking the loss there.
Yeah. And
Tough last five hours for our University of Alberta team.
And I was talking before we started with my grandfather and a buddy of mine about how we think that Aves should be very aggressive. She played her last game very passively. She looked like she was playing aggressive in that one, and it really paid off.
Okay.
Okay, I'll bring that down to a 1 here.
Yeah, in that game they stole 3 and 5, and they stole another 3 and 6, and that was the handshakes over there for Team Germany. Tough to bounce back, though. You got to feel for Grey Withers. Tough to bounce back after giving up such a tough loss in an extra and just mere an hour before stepping on the ice again.
It all really came down to them not really playing the extra end properly against Skylar Ackerman, and it came back to bite them.
Well, and Ackerman played a really good. Both teams actually played. I think the extra end was played well. It's just Ackerman was making all of her. She made it really hard.
Yeah.
She did what she had to do when you don't have hammer and extra. It was, good shots.
From what I saw, though, there was too many guards up there. Skylar had one buried, and at the end of it, Serena just couldn't come up with the goods.
Yeah, she had a really tough draw on the side of the sheet of the ice that no one had been playing on too. But unfortunately, that is what happens in sports, and today is a day where we unfortunately have to say goodbye to some of our teams. Another hit right on the nose there, so.
Fortunately, whoever loses this game is not going to go bye-bye just yet. But it will be a chance for Kayla to hit and roll out for the blank. A blank isn't the most horrible thing in this scenario. It's all about how you play in the seventh, really. That makes all the difference then.
Yeah. I think it was 11-8.
Jesse and Kayla are trying to throw a little bit less, and it doesn't really seem to matter. The Rucks are still running straight there.
Yeah, they are on that side for sure. Especially that left side of the sheet, facing this way. So here we go, Kayla Skrlik with her last rock here in 6.
It's almost to the point where she's thinking, is she even blanking? She might just be playing for a single.
Yeah, I think she's taking her one.
Which is a pretty decent call, as we said.
Yeah, smart scoreboard. Smart scoreboard management, as we say, could be a big difference. So there you go. Hit and stick for Kayla. She gets back on the board. Ties this game up at 4 after 6. And while the teams wait and get ready to play on number 7, let's do some scoreboard watching from our lovely scoreboard camera team here. Look at that zoom in. Nicely done.
So we're going to start on sheet 1, and we are in the late in the 5th end right now, and it is 4-2 for Michelle Englot over Momoha Tabata.
Yes, and there we say the final that we talked about. Team Germany picking up those big back-to-back steals of 3 and 5 and in 6 for early handshakes in the 7-1 win, unfortunately, over our University of Alberta Pandas team, Grey Withers.
And it shows that it's a 2-2 tie, but the 6th end was just finished and no score has been put up yet between Selena Sturme and Amber Holland.
Have to assume Sturme again scored, though, since she was standing in the house. There's our A qualifier. Team Fujisawa picked up a big 2 and 5, so they have padded their lead now to 4-1 over Team Galusha from the Northwest Territories.
Of course, now in our featured game, it's a tie at 4 with 2 ends to play. Jesse Hunkin with the hammer. Now moving over to sheet 7. Again, same thing. We're at the start of the 7th end, but no score has been put up. 6 of that one. Still 2-2 right now. At least until we get the score put up.
And there we go with that steal that we saw in end number 5 for Team Yagi. They are up 5-3 over Beth Peterson, playing 6, but there you see Chelsea Carey sitting in the hack for her last rock. So this will be the last stone of end number 6. We will give you an update on what happens on that sheet right away. There you see Chelsea releasing.
I also do have to say that it's a very choice decision to put in E in Yagi's name.
It looks like right now, sorry, we should say that Beth Peterson obviously does have hammer, but the Swiss is sitting 3 right now, and they are about to be sitting 4 with this draw. So Beth Peterson from Manitoba is going to have a lot to do to try to get in there.
She will.
The Swiss now sitting 4 with 2 of them counting back button and side button, so, and a lot of guards out front. We'll keep you updated on that one.
Yep, definitely keep a close eye on Beth's last shot there.
Yeah, pressure's on though.
This is a real make or break shot. If this is missed, then this game could just about be over.
Yeah. Team Peterson taking some time to talk over that one, of course.
Freeze! Nice. Got the ever-important center guard made by Ashton Skrlik. And a decent draw there, top 8 by Dana Demmons. Now it's up to Ashton to either play the freeze. I think they're calling for the freeze. You could also maybe put a second center guard up here in the spot.
We get forced, we get forced.
There you go.
Okay, I like it.
Happy Hunkin in the back there if we get forced. Or Team Skrlik, if we get forced, we get forced too. See what's happening here.
It'll be close.
It's the close game that we expected. Usually, I think when we started this game, we expected to be in a 7th end tied. That's not surprising, given the high caliber of both these teams, equally matched. Like we said, a good battle of Alberta here.
Okay, 3-8.
I would have to honestly say, in my opinion, I think teams are shooting anywhere around 70%. There's been some good shots, but there's also been a lot of uncharacteristic misses by both these teams. Like that one, just that little bounce off is just too much there. Big chance for Dana to roll inside Rollberry now. Becca Hebert sleeping hard as heck.
Yeah, to get that by, but she's not going to be able to. So obviously, like we said, that rock gets placed with the 5-rock rule.
The no-tick zone rule. Of course, any rock that is on the center line, the free guard zone cannot be moved off the center line.
Right there. So.
And just updating Beth Peterson's final draw, Rex on the front, so it will be a steal of 4. That makes it 9-3, and out come the handshakes. So Switzerland's team, Yagi, knocks off Manitoba's Beth Peterson to stay alive on the B-side.
And after a tough loss yesterday, Team Yagi's definitely picking up some big wins, including 2 today. Keep themselves in that solid B-side right now.
Okay, room.
Yep. Yeah, last year's finalists making a move to get back into that playoffs.
Whoa, Ashton, whoa.
And of course, with, like we said, super spare Chelsea Carey joining the team now is third from last year. Irene Shorey has officially hung up the slider. Unfortunate to see Irene, such a great personality, always smiling, lovely human being. So we wish Irene all the best in the future for herself. We just saw her that she was out traveling through Canada and the U.S., went to a bunch of NFL games. She seems to be taking retirement from the sport really, really well and having a great time. So Irene, wishing you all the best in the future. Hopefully get to see you again soon.
Yeah, I always enjoyed when she played in the 3rd position, especially with BNFL cheer.
Yeah. Can't forget that 2016 World Championships.
And can't forget that 2014 World Championships.
Yeah, that's right.
Not a bad roll there by Becca. Rolled a little bit more than they initially wanted, but that's still pretty decent.
Yeah, good shot. Yep.
Time to freeze right into that
the same weight.
Pocket now.
You push to shove, you can do that, right? You just threw this, no?
We'll do the quick score update as we expected. Sturmey did score 1 in 6, so they have the 3-2 lead over Team Holland. Holland with Hammer, and they are currently playing in the 7th.
And then we also had Harku Bin taking 1 in the 6th to lead 3-2 over Rhonda Barnes.
Nice.
Close. Ashton.
We're on top of these scoreboard updates today.
Close.
Absolutely.
Keep carrying it over. It's really
close. It gets a little easier, too, with some of the games off the ice early. Makes things a little easier.
And it only started with six sheets tonight for us, then 8 compared to the 8 that we had yesterday. So 2 less makes it a little bit easier for us.
Yeah.
Let our eyes wander a little bit better.
Not a horrible result from Jerryland.
Nope.
So we're just going to see Becca just peel this guard. Team Hunkin would love to either score 2 or blank this end.
Not anything but the force.
I personally prefer blanking because even if you get the 2, you still have to be careful with the 5-rock rule. And if Ashton Skrlik can put up those good corner guards, they can get something under there, it could be scary.
Yeah, the blank would of course be ideal, but don't think Kayla's going to let her get that blank.
Okay.
No.
She's going to do everything in her power to make sure that that is not an option here.
So we might even just see a little bit of guard peel.
I think so.
At this stage of the end.
Yeah, as we get into these third rocks here, might see that for the thirds.
Yep. Line's good. Whoa,
But pressure on the thirds here. Both are going to have to make these shots, even if it is just guard peel. Can't make a misses here. There you see the call.
Miss by Brittany.
Well, you heard the call there that it did pick a little bit, so that kind of made the mistake there. It doesn't help. Sometimes it's just bad luck there.
I would always tell someone, even when you want a rock to stop, always keep your broom on the ice because you never know when it's going to grab on something.
Yeah, you see Hunkin taking some thought back there and calling the team down. JH2 is going to come down there with her. We have a JH party. See what they want to do here.
If we could freeze one on our yellow on top 4.
There we go. We'll take a listen.
Because we peel. I mean, eventually she's going to have to play in the house. But if she does that too soon, like, we can rip. But she's got a nose double.
My idea was the rip or like this.
Yeah. To peel before I like that, I think. Because I think she's throwing at least one more guard.
It just brings the play into the forefoot.
Yeah.
A little too early.
Okay, I like the peel then. And then maybe on your next one, if it looks nice, we can play that little tap. I think so.
If they don't, like, then...
If they play in the house, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Let's.
Good conversation there, just for them to figure out what to do. So as you heard them say, they are just going to elect to go with the peel here on that high guard, and then wait and see what happens with Brittany's next shot. That'll decide whether, like you heard Jesse say, do we go? We might go in. Depends what they leave us. Smart call there with the team that has hammer in a tied game.
I would definitely bet that if Brittany put another guard that high, they'd absolutely be playing the yellow-red.
Yeah. Yeah, she's wanting to go and get in there. I'm guessing Kayla's pretty happy with that decision too, considering where that guard ended up on that on Brittany's last rock for them to just peel it off. So kind of almost does a little bit of a hit reset on those first third stones of this end. Nothing lost, nothing gained on either side so far with those 2 rocks now. Same position we were in before.
Yeah.
And this is basically turned into just a 2-end curling game.
Mm-hmm.
With a couple switches of momentum here as we go along here. It's been a fun game to commentate.
Definitely.
Okay, clean lines, clean still. It could literally be top 12. Okay, clean.
Yeah,
Yes, it
Clean,
could.
it's
keeping
gonna
the
come
brim down. Yep.
Okay, no, clean.
Yeah.
Clean, it's good line. Clean,
Kayla's not
clean.
wanting any risk on this
Gotta
one. She
stop.
knows how important it is.
The guard's still too tight, though.
Good. 4-8.
Guard's still too tight.
That's good.
Yeah, they're okay with it though. Accomplishes kind of what they needed.
the
It's
house
gonna
if you-
force. This is the thing. They don't want that. They didn't want to let Jessie an opportunity to get in the house here.
Yeah,
So you're forcing her hand to do something with it.
yeah, at least either roll the shooter or maybe even clip the yellow on the way by, too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to be careful where this is hit.
And Wendy McKay just said, nice to see Jessie High and finding another Alberta team to curl with in the 2023-2024 season.
Yeah, definitely. Fully agree, Wendy. Good call. Happy to see Jessie on the ice and curling with a great team and playing really well in this game, as we've said.
It's always nice to see one of the Scheidegger sisters still out on the ice.
Definitely.
This is close.
And the rock's already curling right out of her
Might
hand.
Clip our red. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think they're gonna get the clip maybe.
Bit more of a run back.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good,
Yeah,
actually.
shook up the house, but not in a horrible way. Actually, I think it'll be okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
That, hey? Yeah. You think we can, or? Well, that would be the force, but I don't know how much it's gonna work out. Do that? Like that? Let's say. Well, like this. No, get by the guard. Do you think run back? I don't think run back at all.
I don't either, Kayla. I agree.
Like, the run back drives. Okay, we're not. I don't think the run back. Like, if I ever miss, we're sending. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be 2. Like, this is 2. Right? Because they just have to nose till the end, or even if they get a roll. Like they won't, like if we ever flop, they'll just flop away. Like they're not going to be nosing. They're going to be rolling. We can play this. And even if I just do that, it's not the worst.
Like you're just squeezing the guard?
Okay. And let's play this. Like, it's gonna clip, but we can tap it. We can tap it to here, right? Like we can just play a tap. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Back line. It's not gonna bounce off that much.
Great discussion there from Team Skrlik, and also noticing like this is an opportunity where they have a lot of shot options actually to play here, but which is the best one for what you're trying to accomplish?
back
And you
8.
heard Kayla one time say
I think back 12.
what
at
they're
least.
wanting to do. Yeah, if we do this, this probably gets us the
Back
force,
12.
which is when they started this end, what they were hoping to do. So bringing it back to what the game plan was heading into the 7th end here. Good conversation from the team there. We got to hear really good feedback and thought process. First skip stones here in end number 7.
And Momoha Tabata got 1 in the 5th end, so she's now down 4-3 to Michelle Englot. Englot with hammer in 6.
Really hard.
Got a nice little, some little singing there. Maybe we'll have Canadian Idol here happening at the Autumn Gold Curling Classic, maybe.
I don't
Just
know, we
light,
might
eh?
need to.
That's some nice,
Yeah.
that was nice.
Yeah.
Pitch perfect, hey?
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah. That shot definitely nowhere near perfect, though. That was really light. Again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
We just
not a horrible
like that.
lead,
That's the.
though. She still leaves those red rocks accessible to herself.
Yep. Yep. There's still options there, right, for her last. So Jesse's got to watch. She's not going to be able to take everything away from her here. So remember, Jesse does have the 2-1 rock advantage now with hammer here in a tie game. So Jesse's looking at her time, how she can get multiple points here. Let's hear what they have to say as they chat this out.
This. If she freezes, then we have the whole 4 foot here, so that's not bad.
I promise you, they do have mics on them, folks. You have heard them. Lisa wouldn't disappoint us that way.
I think. Let her play. Exactly. wise, I'm thinking like that.
What would you do here, Austin? What would be your call?
I would definitely be playing some
definitely have
sort
to
of
get
guard,
over.
especially on that red and the 8-foot.
Mm.
I think this is the right call here.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense in trying to put a third one in there and then risk giving Kayla a good chance.
Yep. Yeah, when you're sitting 2 right now with Hammer in a tie game in the 7th, you're looking really good right now. So as Jessie comes down to get ready for her first stone here in end number 7, we'll give you a quick update. Selena Sturmey came up just light on her final draw, leaving Amber Holland an open draw to the paint pretty much. As they scored 2 and 7, they have now taken a 4-3 lead as we head to 8. But Selena Sturmey from Alberta will have Hammer coming home.
And also another steal of 1 for Satsuki Fujisawa. She now widens her lead even more to 5-1 over Kerry Galusha.
And they are playing the 7th end with Kerry Galusha having Hammer. All right, JH1 is in the hack. There she is. Yeah, heads up. Nice. That was a nice shot there of the sweepers, both keeping their heads up, watching where this is going, making sure it's going to the exact spot that they wanted.
The line is good, maybe a little deep though.
Further than I probably wanted, but had to get over.
Like, could play this.
Yeah, like you just heard Jess say, just a little bit over and deeper than they wanted, but
Or this.
not bad.
Or we could play like thin.
Pressure on Kayla right here.
And it's all there.
There you go, beautiful shot there.
And we have our
Like,
last
this isn't a
shot
bad
coming
call,
from
then.
Stephanie Schmidt, the last rock thrower from
Pretty much
Michelle
only
Englot. I
force
cannot see what's
opportunity.
going on, but as soon as the score is put up from that 6th end, we will let you know.
Yeah.
It looks like an open draw to the paint for 2, actually, Austin.
Okay.
I think.
Like, I think
Guess,
it could
though,
jam
guess.
on the 3.
Like you said,
Yeah.
that's on the far sheet, so.
Or it could jam on the 1. Like, this hole's pretty tight through here. I don't even know if it's there. We could play it. Like, we could play it nose and try to do this. Like, just off.
See Ashley Williamson working hard on that.
Well, we could even play it like this. Right? The draw is tough. Yeah. That's why. That's why I'm like, we could play this.
And that was a draw for 2 for Team
The other
Englot.
one's
So they have
risky.
increased their lead now to 6-3 as they head to the 7th end.
And speaking of final rocks, we got the last one
It's
coming here for
so
Rhonda Barnes in the 7th.
Yeah, that's a close game too.
Through the hole, probably
Seaside
it's just
pressure on
nose
that
and
game
she'll
as well.
take her 2. But, like, literally this
Of course,
is...
Barnes
You could
losing
hit
a
it,
heartbreaker
yeah.
in an extra
But
end
you could
last
hit it
night
up
to
here.
Mayori Nakamura.
Yes, we were on the play-by-play for that one. That was the feature game last night. Myself and Tyler having a good time.
Not bored. I don't
Curling
think-
after dark, as we call it. There you go.
Yes.
I don't
And
think,
Tyler
yeah,
actually
board would be
sticking around
tough.
longer
Yeah,
than
I
was
agree.
as expected
And
because
then
his team just pulled
that
out
would
of
be,
Airdrie and
like,
then
peel
scored that there.
first.
Oh, there we go. Look
I
at
really
this.
think this.
Getting to see that last
like-
shot, as Austin was mentioning, from
Okay.
Rhonda.
And
'Cause,
that's
like,
a great
the last
shot by
thing I want
Rhonda
to
for
do
the
is go
deuce.
through
Yep.
this hole.
From
We
here, it looks
think-
like she's got it.
Might be a measure coming up
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Joanne Tarp
I
or
don't think so.
Cheyenne
We could
Anez
get rid of
in
all of
the
our own.
Third on Team Park, checking
Like-
things out.
I mean, it's going to be stuck to this. She's going to have a shot to potentially get 3 with that. Like, if we move this 3 at all, she'll have a shot for 3.
And as you can hear in the
Okay.
background, we've
Okay.
kept the camera
Tap.
still on
Hack.
Kayla and the team
Sure.
as they talk it out
Nose.
of their decision for their upcoming rock
Okay.
here.
I'm really confident with nose.
There you see
Nose,
the
I
measure
think
that we're
the
going to get on
nose is
sheet
the
number
line.
7. So we'll do the double duty here. We'll keep our eyes on both. And we'll give you the update.
Yeah, ever. So I'll throw it a little bit stiff. Yeah.
There's the measurement on. Great camera work again.
Whoa! Whoa! Stop!
We think it's a measure for 2, Tarv, over on sheet number 7. Rhonda's got 1 in her pocket already. There we go by
And
Kayla.
Kayla said stop, and
Yeah. Board weight.
See where that finished. There you go. Beautiful. So you see it did stop in time. Kayla is sitting 1 right now. Back the forefoot.
might have left Jessie a couple of options.
Like
Did leave her some options.
this is to lose the game if she makes it.
They're going
Yeah.
around again for the
It's just
measurements.
like we made this one, pretty much. And she
We
still.
had
Still right
absolutely no idea. It looked like a 1
it's as
went
good
up
as
there.
yeah, it's as good as we could make
So
it.
we think it's 1 for Varnes. And that would, of course, tie the game coming home, but Korea's Park would have hammer in the 8th. So if you're Jessie right now, what would you do here, Austin? You want to get that 2, of course, to take the 2. You don't want to be forced to a single here.
There's a potential double, double
Hair
run back, so it's double run back double, or a run back double to maybe pick up a ton of points, but it was 2.
There we go. Perfect. Great work, camera crew, as always. Get the nice update there. So Varnes does take the 4-3 lead into the 8th. And as we said, the
That's
Korean
it.
team would have hammer.
This is actually kind of a low-risk
It should
shot.
run
If Jessie were to miss this, I think she would only maybe give up 1, and that would still leave her with hammer coming home. So I think this shot is worth a shot here. It's worth a shot like El King and Dirks Bentley.
Nice reference. Love it. Yeah, being down 1 with hammer, playing 8 again. Like you said, if that's the worst case scenario that happens here for Jessie Hunkin, I don't think she's going to be too disappointed
Just a
with
hair
that.
high.
So there we go. Just as she said, just going to hit this just a hair high, see what happens. And Tarv, you're welcome for sure. Do our best to keep all of our online watchers up to date with all the scores as best we can. Here we go, final rock, end number 7 of a tie game. Oh, just misses it.
But like I said, it is only a steal of 1. Jessie still has hammer coming home.
Yeah.
With the 5 rock free guard zone rule, so that's
Anything can happen. Anything can happen as we enter 8. So interesting turnaround here with the game.
yeah.
Kayla took the lead early. Jessie battled back, retook the lead. Kayla now takes the lead coming home. She'll have the 5-4 lead, but as we said, Jessie Hunkin with hammer. Stay tuned. Come back. Join us for end number 8, the final end of this B-side game.
12.
We are here for the 8th end, and as we see Team Holland in a bit of trouble right now against Lena Sturme, we want to give a special shout out to Carly Kendall, of course, not playing this season. Of course, she had an injury. She fell and got injured in the first draw of the Autumn Gold last year. She hasn't been back since. Definitely hope that maybe at least next season we see Carly back out on the ice. As of course Jill Springer filling in now in the second position on that Holland team.
Yeah, definitely wishing Carly all the best in the future too, and
Becca.
as well wishing the best for her husband who's playing on tour with the men. So
yes, Brady Kendall playing with Cody Hartung.
That's right.
Hard. Go.
And Peter drops in the chat for a hi. Hello, Peter. Welcome. You're coming in at the perfect time here for the 8th end of a close back and forth battle of Alberta.
Their shot. We probably hit it.
There you go, as
Forward.
Kayla said. Hunkin's sitting the one right now. They do have Hammer. Kayla with the 5-4 lead, though. And we are in second zones.
And we see Jerry Lynn Ramsey looking to play a nice little hack to bumper weight hit. July 2.
Clean. Whoa. It'll be Ashton's. Ashton. Hard. Really hard. Really hard. Hard.
Got it enough to get it out of there.
10-5.
Nope. It just bites on. Those biters, when you're in this kind of end, that could be your winning point for your second point to get you the W here. So gotta watch for those biters. Dangerous. There it is, right there.
This is okay.
Could that be a winning point?
As we are anxiously eyeing this first shot by Amber Holland, and that is just not good enough here. She tried to hit and roll, maybe make a double, but she didn't. She did neither.
She hit and made a jam on the back.
As you can hear, James is a little anxious and a little sad right now.
JH1, JH2 having a bit of a chat here as they prep for what to do.
It's actually Jesse chatting with Becca.
Oh, it is back. Yeah, there we go.
So, Wendy, following the draw on curling zone, the winner of this game to play Yagi, correct?
Board.
We don't really know.
Could be. If the draw in curling zone, I believe last time I checked, is pretty up to date too. So this, you would be correct if that's what it's saying on there, because Yagi did, of course, take the W earlier over Beth Peterson. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks for giving us the update on what the draw status is for this one. Much appreciated.
But if they're open, then we'll play that hidden roll and try to double out at some point. Like, fully buried is great for us. But.
Oh, this is coming to the back one there.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Kayla tried to get in there a
Really
little
good.
bit.
Really good. Nice shot.
Fantastic roll there as well by Becca.
Yep.
There's
But
the two that
that's
Hunkin has to
the roll. Yeah, there's the big roll that Kayla's going to ask for, though. The hit and roll all the way over.
Yep. second rock, still a lot of rocks to be thrown. It's definitely not a guarantee that Hunkin will get her two just yet here.
This is a good opportunity, though, for Kayla to get rid of that scary biter. Take it out of control here and have one less to worry about.
And we have handshakes, and Satsuki Fujisawa's the
Whoa,
first team
whoa,
to the
whoa, whoa,
quarterfinals.
whoa.
Yes, congratulations to Team Fujisawa. They will be off to the playoff round.
Really hard. Really hard.
North of Territories Team Galusha, though, will just drop to the B side, so they're still well in this game, or in this event.
And all Selena Sturmey has to do is just make a red Amber Holland rock go away, and she'll get the victory.
Just 9-5, yeah. Just 1 second.
Yeah, Amber's last draw, just trying to make a little bit of a freeze there. Comes up a little bit short to sit. Side back, forefoot. So Selena's just got to make that disappear. Doesn't even have to stick around with her shooter. She'll score her 4. She only needs 2 for the win. And that rock is about to come right now. So we'll keep our eyes on that one as we watch our feature game, of course, too.
And we had a rollout from Jerry Lynn. So Becca just kind of try to either split the house or maybe draw around the high guard. I don't really like drawing around the high guard right now because it's so high. So even if you got this buried in a nice spot, it would be very easy for Brittany to chase it.
Okay, good. 8.
Freeze.
And Selena does make the hit.
T-line.
Shooter she loses, but they just pushes the Amber Holland stone back far enough. They score their 2. Selena Sturmey is going to pick up the 5-4 victory over Amber Holland. Sturmey will stay alive in the B side, where Amber Holland will now drop down to the C side. I believe both teams will be back on the ice tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Line's good. Okay, line's close.
All in all, they're just a bad 8th end by Team Holland. They're just made all the difference.
Yep, line. Yep.
Yeah, we couldn't
line.
really see everything going on there, so we don't know if there's some misses or what happened, but as happens. Some nice cheering, or nice encouragement from skipper Kayla there. Get it just by that front guard.
15. It's really stiff there.
4.
And that's just not good enough from Brittany there.
Advantage Jessie right now for sure.
We got JH2.
Make that red one disappear there.
Just nice
Hey,
hack
yep.
weight.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah. You want to just push that by, avoid any jam in the
Big
back, of
sweep.
course. There you go.
That's very good.
Great sweep.
Nice
Great
shot.
sweep, great roll.
Good sweep.
Freeze.
Nice weight.
Line was perfect.
Of course, Kayla's got to go all in here. She's going to go back in, make the second attempt at making the corner freeze here on the yellow and the forefoot.
Yeah, she can't play anything defensive right now.
No. She wants to shrink that scoring area as much as possible
Line's good.
and leave
Line's
Jessie
good.
with
Room.
as most difficult a shot as possible with her last.
Ashton. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not going to be on it. We have to. No. No. No, it's not. It's not going to tick off. Hard. It's not bad. 3-2.
Not bad, not good.
Does force Jessie, though, to play on it, though.
Yep.
So she's going to have to make a call. She's going to have to make a shot on it.
Dicey tonight.
Go down there.
Or do you want to play like 11 and make sure we roll? Hey? It would be nice to get over here.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking 11. The guard?
No. They absolutely do not peel that guard.
Yeah.
Don't go peeling the guard. It's way too high.
11.
She's going to do a hit and roll here.
It's running like 13-5 to T. Yeah.
Speaking of Canadian Idol right there.
big shot here.
Any of this to the 8-foot?
Clean.
Maybe freezing?
Yeah.
Just perfectly played.
Hard, hard, hard,
There you
hard.
go.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
Oh, it just finished up a little bit of a roll.
Have
It's
to do
not.
this for now?
Not as big of a roll as she wanted,
No,
though. It's
no, no,
still,
no,
and
no.
it still gives Kayla the
Yeah.
out to do the freeze again. This is their third shot at making this freeze.
Sorry.
I just feel like they kind of had Dana off of it for a little bit there, and then it was just too late, and they just lost it.
How's it feeling?
Well, we're down to Skipper Stones
know,
here in the
I
8th
know.
end.
It's the same line.
Team Skrlik up
Okay, sounds
5-4 over Team Hunkin. Of course, Hunkin has hammer here. 4 rocks to come. Tight, tight B-side game.
Wait, we have lots to bounce off of.
Should get a really nice finish here.
You got it. Oh, you got
Just
it.
don't want to overcurl it, though.
Too much finish.
Yeah. There you go. Hunkin still sitting 2.
He's sitting 2.
That looked
That one
so,
over curled on her at the end. Finished too strong.
Yeah.
Weight was nice, though. The weight was really nice.
Yeah. Because out of her hand, it looked like it was just going to sail, and then all of a sudden, like, bam.
Peel the guard. She plays this. We have a pretty.
I like the freeze. I still like the freeze if I was Jesse in this situation.
This is ideal if we can get there. I just don't know how you get there.
Yeah, it's tough to get there with those two, and with the red on the on the left-hand side and the yellow on the right-hand side.
I was even thinking freezing to the red.
Yeah. This would be a pretty good
Either
shot.
that or go top 12, top 8,
If we
guard
like
the shot
just
rock.
flop it.
Yeah, you heard Jesse say we
We
might
get
just
a nice,
guard.
nice big roll there. Then she's
Yeah, right
really got to
there.
make something good, right?
So we have handshakes over on sheet number 1 as
Yeah,
well.
it
Michelle
is, but I
Englot
think you can get there.
taking the win, running Tabata out of rocks. So Englot will stay alive on the seaside. There we go, right there.
That just leaves 2 games out on the ice now.
Yep. Nice win for the trifecta Englot team, playing as Austin mentioned earlier, only with 3 players right now, but staying alive with 3 too. Not bad. Good win over a very good Japanese team too.
And Sarah England's probably sitting out there somewhere right now, but I hope she definitely can get back before at least before the provincial championships and maybe get healthy again. Of course, a pulled quad is nothing
No.
Yeah.
good at all there.
Don't want to rush
Yeah.
that recovery either.
No.
Yeah, as long as we're guarding the inside of this and she doesn't have this easy double. If we
I
can
don't
get
mind
to
just going like full 12 here.
good. Over
I
there.
almost feel like the only thing Kayla could do if you did that was try to bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, that's it. I think.
You like
Yeah,
it?
you're right. I think that's what Jesse was kind of
Tolerances
saying
to
too.
be
We just
here,
gotta
though.
watch,
Like even if we're
to
right
not
to it, and tap
leave
it in there.
her triples or anything
gonna
crazy.
overcurl.
We know
Like, we'll
we know
never do
Kayla
that.
can make those shots in the last ends. We've seen her do it many times.
Tolerance wise.
So
'Cause
this
what does
is
she do?
I don't think
her
any-
thought is also
any
out of
do
respect for who
Yeah.
the thrower
Even
is on her
if-
opposition.
What does she do?
The absolute worst spot to put this is back 4 right in that pocket. That's absolutely atrocious if you ever put it there.
Sure.
Waiting button at the most.
Yeah, it's going to be a shot call here where when it comes down to the weight that Jessie throws, as long as she's not heavy on whatever call they end up making, she should still be in a pretty good spot. All the options that the team has been discussing have all been really good for her, so err on the positive of being even a bit light isn't the worst thing in the world, but
Yeah.
as long as you're not heavy with her final shot,
Yeah.
she should be in a really good position to score this win.
We talk about this all the time, and most of these types of draws, light is a tolerance and heavy is not.
Yes. That
Especially in this type of 8th end crunch time situation.
definitely. Yeah, Jessie's got all the pressure on Kayla's team right now. Beautiful shot right there of what Jesse's going to see when she settles into the hack.
And looking over there on sheet 7, things are looking very good right now for Park Yu-bin of Korea.
She does have hammer too, down by 1, so similar to what we have on our sheet. Red rock over there for Park. All right, here comes Jessie with her first. Definitely calling and watching on the weight and the line call here.
It's all about, right now, all about Hebert and Demons.
Yeah, watching it. Like we said, they don't want to be heavy, though, which is what the error. That's what's going to sit. It's going to sit there and create that nice little pocket that Kayla was hoping for. Gives her something to draw down into and really take that scoring area away. Kayla parks this on there. It's going to be tough to score the 2.
It's going to be, it might even be tough to score
Score
1.
period. Yeah, to even just the tie.
Yeah.
Jessie let
He
Kayla
goes the
off the
same
hook
way.
in a big way that way. Like we said, that was the one thing that she had to make sure of, just not being heavy with that first
Jared,
rock.
what do you think of the ice? Is it good? Do we, Jared, is it max? Yeah, we probably need to squeak by just barely, hey? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Cranked over on the last one. So let's see.
So here we go. Kayla Skrlik with her last rock here in the 8th, clinging to the 1-point lead.
And Rhonda Barnes playing a similar shot here.
Wait! Wait! Clean! Ashton!
Michaela
Ashton!
Liburn
Jared,
trying to carve
Ashton!
it, but it's just not going to get over there enough. Park Yu-bin's going to get the win.
Hard, hard.
Speaking
And
of carving,
Kayla's got to get it carved
Whoa,
over
whoa.
there. That just gets by that front yellow.
tap that yellow a bit too far.
Yeah, a little too much weight for it, but
It's too heavy.
yeah, too heavy, as Kayla said right there. You heard the skipper say it herself.
Oh, she could get all 3.
I think Jessie can get to the inside and just bump it like a few feet and be good here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave her an out as well, so
Pretty close to
similar.
as good as we could do.
But still got pressure's still on Jessie now, though. She's got to make the shot with her last one, down by 1.
Room for it to come back.
If she wants the 2, though, she will have to get inside.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what weight she throws, if she's nose, the yellows might spill out.
Yeah. Yeah, good call, good call.
Just
I think that's the conversation they're having right now, is just on the weight and the angles, what
Not
they
far
can
enough.
do.
But if we just throw
Not even bored. Like board, you're putting a steal in play potentially. Something like
There
back
we
8, back
go.
12, I think is close here.
Nice shot right there, just to see what the angles look like from the back of the house. As you can see where Kayla tapped that yellow just that far back, that does give Jessie the slight advantage here. If that tap wasn't as far back with the distance between those 2 rocks, this would be a lot harder of a shot. Not that it's not a hard shot to begin with to try to get, but here we go. Last rock, 8th end. Jessie Hunkin needing at least 1 to force the extra. Score of 2 would give her the win. Right out of her hand, they're on it.
And Dana Demons on it.
Yep. Full head down too. Full on. It's curling.
I think she's
I
got
think
the 2.
she's got it. Yep, she's got her 2. Nice shot from Jessie Hunkin there. Pressure shot for the W.
And I think the MVP on that shot goes to Dana Demons with that inside sweep there.
Yeah, she was sweeping it right out of her hands. Smart calling, good communication with the whole team Hunkin. That is a happy Hunkin right there.
Yes.
Jessie Hunkin's going to pick up her 2. She is going to put together the 6-5 win. Jessie Hunkin and her team will stay in the B side, while our Alberta champions, Team Skrlik, her rivals now, will drop down to the C side grind tomorrow. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for this draw. Thanks for being on the chat. Hopefully we kept you entertained. Austin, my friend, it's always a pleasure to be doing commentary with you. Thanks to everybody involved. Austin, my friend, you get the last word before we head out.
It was just a really heart-wrenching 8th end there. Just a couple of bad misses, especially by Kayla in the last one, bumping that yellow too far. Again, Dana Demons doing a fantastic job of holding that last one for Jessie.
That was
the next time that I will be commentating,
I first said I was
there we are.
Hey, by the way, we'll be tomorrow morning at 9, so you're going to get to hear me again pretty soon.
Yeah.
Excellent. Austin will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow as well for another draw. Until then, stay tuned. There will be another commentating team joining for tonight's last draw of the day, and then we will see all of you again as well tomorrow. Enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend, everybody. Wishing you all the best, and thanks again for joining us. We'll see you later.